Hello and welcome to Infamous MCP, the audio podcast. This is Brandon, or Mutilus on Discord.
This is CJ. I go by CJ on Discord.
This is Zach. Go by Nitrozeus on Discord.
You should go by not CJ on Discord. That would be more clear.
Not CJ. CJ does not go by CJ. I'm already, apparently I was having a hard time remembering what Discord was called, so.
What app it is?
What is this? I'm looking at it. What is it called?
There we go, I fixed it. Zach, I fixed it.
Oh.
Not CJ. Nice.
Alright, welcome back, as usual. Links in the show notes. This will be a very riveting episode of Infamous. We have a whole lot to talk about. And because of that, we're going to get into the most important topic right now, currently playing.
Yeah.
Zach and I played a game on Saturday. Actually, we played 2 games, but it felt like 0 games. So why don't we start with the second game we played, in which I threw all my models in the trash can and just said I would never play MCP again.
That was the second game?
That was the second game. Well, it obviously wasn't the first game. Let me set the stage for you. Are you ready, yeah. CJ? I'm going to set the stage. We are in the middle of round 2. Zach has gotten everything he's wanted for Christmas. And exactly this month. All of the back years of Christmas shows up in this fucking game. Yeah. Every time he let go of dice, one of my models died, which was great. Then we finally got to it, the comeuppance that was finally due. And so Dracula activated and decided he was going to go into his Magneto.
Yeah.
I used Hypnotic Gaze to walk Magneto into melee range of Vlad from outside of visible range. So he walks him around this big size 4-piece terrain and drops him right in front of me. I have Zola with a big stack of power right next to me, and I've got Zemo right there, and I've got Bob right there. So I've got all the rerolls you could ever want.
Yeah. Do
the first attack, I do 2 damage to him. I'm like, all right. And that was just to give him bleed, basically. Right. Now we're gonna do the. Oh no, because I didn't give you bleed.
You did.
I rolled 0. Did I? I don't think I did.
I think you gave me the bleed from Zola. It wasn't from the actual attack.
I didn't get the bleed.
You're right.
Because I didn't damage you.
Yeah, that's right. You didn't damage me.
So I left you. You had 2 damage on you from an earlier attack, but I didn't damage you with the first one. So my 7 dice with 4 rerolls failed to get a hit, which would have triggered my condition transfer. And I failed to do damage, so I also didn't get to give you bleed from Zola, so I just gained the bleed.
Yeah.
So that was great. So that was like, all right, well, I can't do Night of the Dampier, which was the whole point of this, was to do Night of the Dampier with full rerolls. But I couldn't give you bleed because math. And so I was like, all right, well, that's okay, because I've planned ahead for bad dice. This is what I do. I'm used to bad dice. So I play Joint Effort with 3 additional allies nearby, because I used Bow to get him there. So I then make it's 7... 8 dice, because I still spent for Night of the Dampier, I believe.
Yeah.
And so I went to 8 dice without rerolls, and I get to throw him. And then I spent to get an extra 6 dice, so I'm rolling 14 dice with 4 rerolls. Uh-huh. CJ, how much damage did I do on this attack? Keep in mind he has 4 health remaining. Because he took 2 damage from previous attack.
So you blanked out twice.
No, I didn't have 4 rerolls. I had 4 rerolls.
You had...
Because I had Zola for 3 and Zemo for 1.
Okay, so... You had to have at least done 2. Did you leave him on 1?
That is incorrect. No.
What?
I dealt 0 damage with both attacks.
Oh, no. I think we should reframe this as well.
7 dice with 4 rerolls for 0. 14 dice with 4 rerolls for 0. At which point I picked up my model. So
I think on your 14 dice attack, if I remember right, too, it wasn't just that you rolled, 3 successes. It was that Magneto blocked
4 hits
5.
on... No, you blocked 4. You exactly blocked me to 0. Yeah. Which meant I took a damage from bleed.
Oh, Jesus.
So yeah, I did, counting rerolls, 18 plus 11, 29 dice into Magneto, dealt 0 damage if you count rerolls. I was just like, okay, I guess we're done. That was the end of my Saturday gaming. Yeah. And what did you do on your turn? Magneto's first attack, I think, dealt 9 damage.
Yeah, Magneto's first attack you let go through because you were going to sacrifice.
Yeah, I had sacrifice available, so I was like, well, I have to survive one of these hits anyway.
And
I have
so
6 hit points. The odds of him doing 6 on 6
took
is
that
pretty
person.
low.
I rolled 4
And so-
crits, exploded them, and then rolled 9 successes to his like
Got
one
9,
block.
9 on 6. So he killed him. I was like, cool, I'm glad I wasted sacrifice by not sacrificing
Yeah,
that
that was
attack.
useless.
Then he killed the other person with the other attack anyway, so it didn't matter. And so I was like, he would have killed them both regardless.
Yeah, sacrifice did nothing.
And then next turn, what was it? The next one is...
Sunspot charge
Sabertooth?
struck. No, Sunspot charge struck
Yeah,
her
Sunspot.
with a 6
Charge
dice
struck her.
attack and dealt like also rolled like 8 hits or something.
Yeah, one shot at him as well. That is correct.
So that was how the round started. Then Dracula dealt 0
Yeah.
to Magneto, and then I was like, you know what? Yeah, we're good. We're good.
I think you were averaging like 107% hits
Yes.
on your attacks that game.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I think, Brandon, you just need to steal Freedom's busted dice and start using those.
Yeah. And I think Magneto blocks 6 on 12 with cover, which while high is not that high. It's only mildly above average. Because we added up, it's like Magneto on average takes 10 damage from those rolls. And instead he took 0.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, this fucking game. I can't even remember the first game we played because the second game was so memorable. Do you remember what happened in the first game?
The first game.
Oh, you guys
Because you
Two
didn't.
games?
You played Hellfire, right?
I played Hellfire the first game, and I think we had another dumb instance where it was like Sunspot versus Strucker. Sunspot left Strucker on
Oh,
one.
yeah, it was Lady
and then Strucker
Mastermind.
did a spender and then like a builder into Sunspot and dealt like 3 damage from those combined. And then I healed it.
The bad one was Zemo. Zemo with like 10 power went into Sunspot and dealt and left him on 1, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Zemo had everything going for him and activated first to try and knock him out. Because if I kill him, I basically win the game, and instead I basically guaranteed losing the game instead.
Yep.
That was actually a reasonably fun game, except for the ending.
Yeah, I think up until that point it had been pretty fun and back and forth.
Yeah.
And we'd been.
I managed to
maneuvering a lot of people around, but yeah, that just kind of.
I managed to out deploy Zach pretty hard.
Oh, wow.
He did. We
was-
were playing Infinity, and I set up
pretty
Lady
great.
Mastermind on one side, and I've played her like this is the second game I played her, and I was so pumped. I'm like, she's gonna have a ton of power.
I put Strucker on that
She's
side.
gonna
He's
get
like,
to do
oh yeah,
cool
they put
shit.
Sunspot down.
And then he only put one model on that side, so Lady Mastermind just got to throw attacks that
He was
can
in
deal
range to
1
target.
damage into a guy with healing factor, and then fucking stand there. It was pretty exciting.
Fool.
It was pretty great because he wasn't in range of any of my models. Yeah, and so then Sunspot charges on turn 2, leaves him on 1, and then he does the world is mine back into him and almost dazes Sunspot. I thought I actually dazed him. I thought he only had 5 health, but I obviously was wrong. But then I healed myself to full, and so we're basically trading healing back and forth. But yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yep.
Anyway, CJ, you did not play any games over the weekend?
Over the weekend? No.
Yeah, did you play any games on Thursday?
Yeah, I played you.
That's right.
Yeah, sorry. And
What happened in that game?
that was
I
the
can't remember.
game where MODOK 2 dazed Apocalypse in a single attack.
Oh yeah,
And
that's right.
Abomination dazed Dracula right after that in a single. It was like,
Yeah, that's right. That was the game where I took 1 activation and all my models were dazed.
yes.
Nice.
On turn 3, where
Yeah.
it would have been probably it was last turn.
Yeah, I remember I was up. It was like 11-6, I think,
Yeah.
and I had I think 6 objectives at that time. And I was like, all right, well, this is basically
you just came off of scoring 6.
Yeah, and so all I had to do was like not have a catastrophic
And
turn.
catastrophic
You
turn
went
instead.
first, dazed someone. I was like, okay, well, this is very reasonable. I can deal
Yeah, it
with
was like
this. And then
Archangel and
I
Destructor.
think I activated like Strucker, and then everyone on my team died instantly, and I literally didn't get to activate anybody else.
it was Archangel dazed Strucker, Zemo dazed killed Archangel, and then MODOK moved up and in 1 attack dazed Apocalypse. And I think that was somehow Bob was dazed too. Because you ran out of activations.
I think Bob got dazed by like a random off attack after the fact.
So I charged.
Because I kept passing and he eventually dazed
Yeah.
him because there was no reason to activate him because if I activate him, he actually dies.
Yeah.
And so I basically had no choice to activate
Yeah,
him.
because he was holding it.
It was It was like Archangel dazed someone, then my Zemo killed your Archangel, and then you killed the other people, and then I just kept passing with Bob. Yeah. I've had a bad week.
Yeah, it's your dice. I say you smash them all with a hammer and.
No, it's not my dice. Like, my dice are bad, right? Like, I roll bad. That doesn't mean I lose. The problem is my opponents also roll amazing. It's a combination, or else it wouldn't be this bad. Like, if I just block 0 forever, you could still play games. Like, I've done that. I've blocked 0 for an entire game.
That's
you can still win.
I'm infamous for moving a character up and being like, you can't daze this guy with a single. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Or block 0, you did 4. That's exactly it.
Yeah, if you actually do the math, like the amount of damage you block in an average game, unless you have like really noticeable defensive mechanics, is not that relevant. Like it's like
no, that's kind of the game
6
design.
to 10.
You're supposed to be able to daze people.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're not supposed to, in the things that people don't really think about is the times that you block an amount that is irrelevant. It's like, oh, you dealt 6, I had 2. Like these blocks are completely worthless. Like unless you block 5, you're dead, so it doesn't matter. And so the amount of relevant blocks you get in a game is fairly low unless you're playing like a bunch of martial artists or people like that.
Unless you're making it the main thing of your game.
Exactly. And so because of that, I don't think blocks are nearly as important as other people do.
Yeah.
But on top of that, like we're talking about like Zach get 9 hits on 6 dice, like that's what 0.5% maybe?
Yeah.
Like below that probably? Like it's just so unlikely for that shit to happen. Like one-shotting Dracula, because if you don't one-shot him, he swings back and heals the full, was the thing. And it's game over.
I didn't have a move.
Because I've got Mordo and Zola and Zemo, all that rerolls and dice mods. Like he's going to come back at you with a blood feast that's going to do 5, and he's going to heal the full.
Yeah. No, I think that would have been a lot, but also losing Apocalypse to fucking the worst MODOK.
Yeah, random 5 dice attack, just one-shots Apocalypse. Like, what are the fucking odds of that?
Yeah, never before. That MODOK has never done that before.
Yeah. So because of that, me and CJ have discussed playing a game. I've theorized for a while, like a way to mitigate the volatility of the dice, and not to remove them, because you don't want to remove the volatility of the dice. They need to be somewhat chaotic. But clearly, I think anyone who's played this game for a relevant amount of time knows that like it's a little excessive. And so one thing we've talked about is the simplest way is to increase the quantity of dice, which will increase the stability of the dice. Like anyone who can understand the concept, you roll a single d6 and 4 pluses succeed. Even though the average is 1/2, you cannot achieve 1/2. It's always going to be 1 or 0. And so that's like an extreme version. But in the game we played, the crits explode. So the average on 1 die is still 1/2 if you round it. But then 1/9 of the time, you're going to get 2. Well, you shouldn't be getting 4 times the average on a single roll, right? That shouldn't be the case. But because of the game we play, that's kind of the situation we're in. And so a way to mitigate that is you increase the sample. And so by increasing the sample, it rounds it more. Like if you roll 10,000 dice, the odds of you rolling 10,000 hits is effectively 0. But if you roll 2 dice, the odds of getting 2 hits is 1/4. Not even. It's actually better than that. And so by increasing the sample is the goal to then increase the average. We're going to try a game where you double the dice pools. And so after the dice pools have been generated, you double the number. And then anything that would normally affect 1 die affects 2 dice instead. At the end of the roll, once you're calculating successes, you will remove hits from the pool equal to the blocks. And any other mechanics like pierce will pierce 2 dice. And then same thing with like the reverse pierce on Doctor Strange, he'll cancel 2 hits per wild. Then you will take the remaining hits minus the blocks, and you'll reduce that by half, rounding down. So an example, let's say a normal 5 die versus 3 defense dice, it would be, in this case, 10 versus 6. Let's say you get 3 blocks, I get 6 hits. At the end of that, we would have 3 hits, which would round to 1 damage. So 1 damage would actually go through and get applied to the character. So we're going to try a game like that and see what it goes. The other way is to just don't have the damage at the end and just do the actual result, but then you have to double the health. Then you have to double the power that you would get because all the power you're generating, but then you would have to generate double power. It gets down a whole wormhole, but I think if you just double the dice pools during the roll and then simplify it at the end, I think that's going to be interesting. So we're going to try a game like that. And it's more fun to roll more dice anyway, so. And the interesting thing, I think, is that it's not going to increase the ability for you to kill people. It's, in fact, going to be the opposite, because most often when you kill people, it's from a spike. And so if we're reducing spikes, you should actually kill people less often, but you should kill them at a more true percentage rate. Like, if you kill people 10% of the time, it won't be 3 in a row anymore. It'll be more like
resource allocation.
a true sample.
Makes more sense, I think, is what it is. Like,
yeah,
have a good spiker, they should be able to do somebody reliable, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you just do the math. How often have you killed someone with a 5-die attack, full to death, like done 5 damage to a 5 health model with a 5-die attack? It's not super often, but it's a relevant sample, right? It's not 0. The number of times they'll blank out and you'll get a lucky 5 is not incredibly rare.
Never happen.
Right, but then you reverse the math. You're like, well, now they have to blank out on 6, and you have to 100% on 10 dice. That's clearly way more difficult, but it's still possible. Yeah. And so that's what we want to see. All right, now that the important stuff's out of the way, let's go to the really boring stuff. Zach, what's next?
We've got a lot of news.
Hey,
news!
News.
Wait, did they release something?
News. They're never going to release anything. It's just a ruse.
Yeah, it's the new criminal affiliation pack.
It's okay. I've already been spinning in my conspiracy hole. So
the last panel to play I saw was for ASM and Black Cat, so clearly they're not worth reading anymore. So
they're finally releasing Black Cat as a character. What does she do?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. She had 5 paragraphs of things that she's going to be able to do.
Well,
actually, the most important news we
That'd
have.
Be crazy.
The most important news we have is that CJ already lost his bet from last week in roughly 2 days.
No, it was the day
before the episode was released.
It was.
I think he had already lost his bet.
I recorded the episode.
So we stopped recording at like 11:30 in the morning, or sorry, 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And it was announced at like 12 a.m. the next day. Like it was
the earliest they ever did a panel play.
12 p.m.
Like
it was like a handful of hours. It was so
sat
quick.
down for lunch and I looked. I was like, "Oh shit, panel play!" I was like, "Spider Pack." I was like, "Cool." Oh no, it was the affiliation document.
Yeah, they did the affiliation doc. Yeah.
And it was just like
I remember
it wasn't
because
even a panel play.
We could actually look up when they posted it, but I remember I woke up, I looked at my phone. The first notification I had was that was a short bet. Like it literally before I woke up, it was announced.
So Brandon, I believe after everything's said and done, you'll present me with the list I have to play.
That is correct. It's going to be terrible.
The good news is, I don't think you can pick anything I don't own. I think.
Oh, I'm going to give you the models. Don't worry.
I mean, I've got them probably. So, unless you're giving me like,
there's definitely going to be 2 Sentinel Mark IVs.
I do own 2.
There we go. So do I. Zach, do you have 2 Sentinel Mark IVs?
I do. They're in a box, but I can put them together if we need to give CJ 6 of them in one list.
I'll play 6 of them. That sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. All right. What's first, Zach?
So we did get the affiliation list. As exciting as that was, there was nothing really surprising on there. I think all the Web Warriors were Web Warriors, which is what CJ bet against. Ronin and Tigra are Avengers.
Tigra.
Prowler.
Ronin's an Avenger?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
why?
He's Clint Barton.
Yeah, but hold on. I don't think you. Isn't the second Steve not an Avenger?
Yes, that's correct.
But the third Steve is.
So Steve Rogers is not an Avenger, but vigilante murderer Ronin is?
Yes.
Sounds like an Avenger to me.
How does that make sense?
There's tons of murderers in the Avengers.
I wouldn't say there's tons of murderers in the Avengers.
I'd say there's tons. Let's see here.
I think there's a lot of killers in the Avengers.
Well, we're not going to pull up a bunch of
murderer. Yeah.
So Ronin and Tigra are Avengers. Echo and Prowler are criminals.
Deadpool.
Echo, Ronin, and Tigra are all defenders. I think all the Web Warriors are Web Warriors, and Prowler's a Spider Foe. So nothing really exciting or out of the ordinary there.
Okay. How many of them are Spider-Verse models?
0.
Are you sure? We don't know that for a fact.
We don't, because there's one tactic card left.
He's hanging on a thread.
Well, we actually do know, because they would have updated the chart if there was another affiliation.
You think?
They have for all the other ones.
Yeah, well, okay, so the likelihood of
it's like Hellfire, they updated
the likelihood
it
of it being a misprint on the box is just huge now. And it's like all webbed up or something.
I don't think it's a misprint. I think it's just really bad.
I think it's like all webbed up or something like that in that box. That's going to be something stupid.
It's like this like Ant-Man is a criminal, but it's lowercase
no,
c,
there's
not
one,
uppercase c.
The box says that there's one tactic card they haven't talked about yet. They've revealed.
Sure, but I'm just saying the affiliation in general.
Yeah.
Is like, I think it's just a really poor choice of words that they had, and it did go, like, these like the affiliation of Spider-Verse people.
Yeah.
It's like it's just bad.
Yeah,
like
because does the
the
Spider
syntax of the
say
game
about
is
Sinister Six?
Yeah, the syntax of the game. Well, but then there's the Sinister Six leadership. So what I would expect is maybe one of these models has a Spider-Verse leadership, and then they just use the term affiliated instead of, anything else basically that they could have used.
Just
Part of the Spider-Verse
Literally
world. Or
just,
universe.
just you
It's
wait.
just a
Maybe
bad-
you'll see.
Yeah. Who knows? Actually,
Yeah.
We'll start off with the maybe least
Yeah,
exciting.
just let everybody know. I have intentionally avoided
yeah.
any spoilers
Brandon
that
is
come out in
fresh.
the last week. So I don't know anything
Brandon
because
is-
they liked how much that I read Strength and Cunning and Cold People Wording. They like that so much. I do want to just say I am a hair's breadth from declaring war on a very specific person, and I've chosen not to this moment, but I have a bad feeling about
If I were to make a bet right now,
it would not be good odds.
it would not be good odds. So we'll build up to it.
I
We'll
might
build attention.
Declare
towards it.
jihad.
Yeah. We'll build attention toward this. We will start off with Ronin. Have you read Ronin, or you have not read any of them?
No, I haven't read any of them.
So they
I
released.
Good
just
man.
told you.
I
that.
wasn't sure if you had done Ronin. So they did a panel to play.
Hey, CJ,
on
do you think
just
I've
Ronin.
read Ronin yet?
the Accuser, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ronin the
No, I don't
Accuser,
think he
Clint
does
Barton.
judge.
He's got a free spender.
I wish.
So they released Ronin, Clint Barton. Interesting set of rules here. He's very aggressive. He has some flavor that's very similar to Logan in Logan the
I
Wolverine.
see a lot of Pierce bleed.
Pierce Bleed. The spender is very similar. Beam 3, you place after the end one with a wild Pierce on all of them. I think the key difference is rather than the free rerolls, he can pay for basically Warrior of Legend. So I think that's an interesting take rather than rerolls. He is martial artist and he has grappling hook. I really like that he has grappling hook. He also has a gainer that's the exact same as Blades, where he can pursuit and bleed. So I'm curious what your thoughts are, Brandon, because I feel like playing against Logan, there's times where you can throw him. I know he's size 3, it's not the easiest, but I feel like there's times if Logan doesn't start.
Just hold on.
Yeah.
Just looking at him, my initial impression is it's just Daredevil with like Logan injected into
I would
him.
say he's.
I could agree with
Daredevil and Blade mixed together.
You think more Blade?
His
But he
first
can
two
martial
attacks
because
are
of the-
blades. Like
That's true.
They-
Blades are
they do
the
ex-
same.
they do-
Hawk's
it-
blades.
he
Yeah.
just doesn't auto blade.
Well, but doesn't Daredevil have a pursuit ranged attack,
no,
or is his
it
just
draws
the
you
pull?
in. His attack
I think
pulls you in.
Shadowlands has
I mean,
some
sure.
pursuit.
I'll give you the Hawk's blades is very similar to Blade, but it's just a throwing knife,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
so
idea.
that makes sense.
The Logan comparison's pretty good. Of course, he's not the tippy top of the iceberg. Logan is still the best at what he does, but I think Ronin can pull off similar things, just not as reliably.
Well, I mean, the fact that this model even exists, like as a direct comparison, is pretty obvious. Like, if I'm not wrong, isn't Tornado Claw only cost 3?
I
it
think
4?
it's
That
4,
sounds
but it's an
correct.
extra dice. I think it's 7 dice.
It is 7 dice. It's a beam 3. Other than that, all the stuff's the same. But he doesn't get the 2 free rerolls, obviously, on every attack.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like the fact that this model came out and is clearly worse than Logan from what I've read so far is pretty obvious.
So I feel like
Like,
his
martial artist is nice, but healing factor 2 is also quite nice.
his offensive potential, Logan's, is definitely a lot higher. I feel like Ronin has more opportunity for attack, because if Logan doesn't have anyone within 3, then he just has to walk and make the one attack, right? The fact that Ronin has Hawk's Blades and Grappling Hook, like, he's going to make more attacks. I agree with you 100% that Logan's builder is range 3, and the free rerolls means like his offensive ceiling is a lot higher, and probably a lot more consistent than having to pay for Spectre of Death, which is obviously just Warrior of Legend. But that was kind of the vibes I got, was maybe I hate to say it this way, but like a more well-balanced Logan. Like, I think he's still going to kill stuff, but not like Logan
No,
does.
Spectre of Death is way better than Warrior of Legend. It's a reaction during the mod step.
No.
You get to look at the dice.
You have to pay.
During the modified dice step.
Yeah, but when this character
Oh,
targets...
when it
the character,
targets.
yeah.
Because I think Warrior
Yeah,
of
I
Legend
missed
is
the when it
technically you
targets.
pay for it. But
It is an active, yeah.
Yeah, so this one is once you've targeted them.
Okay. It is effectively the same. You just can do it after charging, which is irrelevant for this model.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing I noticed about this model is it's super spiky. It's because with Warrior of Legend versus rerolls is it's not averaging it, it's spiking it. So you'll on the times you roll crits and wilds, you'll get massive attacks, and the times that you don't, you'll get nothing.
Yep.
As where the 2 rerolls, you get way more of an average.
Yeah, he's
so he feels like an assassin. I like the place. He's still way worse than Logan. I stand by that, because just think about his Turton 1 production is like he's going to walk and throw his blade, which is, likely you'll hit the pursuit, but it's only about a coin flip. So cool, but also medium plus short is a lot less flexible movement than like move medium place 5, basically, that Logan has. And he's not only making a relevant attack, it's a very relevant attack. So that's huge. Martial Artist is nice. It is probably better than Healing Factor, except I think in today's meta, everyone is planning on fighting against it. So I would put them about the same.
Martial Artist stealth together at least creates that weird range band where it's like, well, only between 2 and 3. I agree with you that I think Healing Factor
if he wasn't better. A melee model, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
But he's a melee model.
Right.
So
he's
going to be at that range band. Yeah. The thing I do like, though, is that you can grappling hook away.
Yeah, that's actually super interesting, I think. Because you can grappling hook into, behind something and not... You can cutting wind and then grappling hook out of there, which is pretty cool.
Yep. He comes with 1 tactics card. Summary of it is basically he pays 3 during his activation. Both of his gainer and builder get a flurry / rapid fire. It's only during his activation. Which is kind of limiting. I think if it was during the round, it'd be pretty crazy, but it is very balanced that just during his activation, he's got an opportunity to make a lot more attacks. But you're paying 3 when his spender is only 4. So, I don't know how many more attacks you're really getting compared to if you had the power to spender almost anyways. But it seems like a fine card.
This card's interesting. It's the only. It is a very unique card. It's the only card that has this kind of effect to it that gives both of his attacks rapid fire.
Well, it's flurry and rapid fire, right? Individually.
Does it change what it does then?
No, well, but the difference is that you're instead of doing 1 spender, which is only 1 more dice against a single target, doing the Shadow Strike and getting rapid fire, it becomes a double builder for 3 power. You're likely to recoup that power, and then get to do a spender after.
Yeah. I just noticed too. Flurry lets you attack a different target. Yes. Rapid fire means you have to attack.
Okay. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I was just making sure there's a distinction why they wouldn't just put it.
There is a distinction.
Didn't catch that. So I think it's an interesting card.
But
I think it's worth it. But
think about it like this though. Like, let's say you're at like max range 4, and so you're not really in a relevant position for. But you'd have to have 3 power versus just using grappling hook immediately.
See, that's the problem.
Right.
I was going to say that you could potentially double pursuit.
Which would be cool.
Double pursuit should be able to cover most of a range 4, which will put you in melee range for the second action. But you could also just grappling hook. So I guess in this example, you could grappling hook range 3, then use the cards. You spent 5 power. You're going to double Hawk's Blades, which will refund 2 of that power if you get the rapid fire trigger. And hitting rapid fire is going to then also cause the pursuit to happen on the first one. You get the pursuit on the second one. Now you're in melee range from what was the equivalent of range 7, range 9. Yeah, really far. Because you're doing 3 plus a small, plus a short, plus a small, plus a small, plus a short.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the equivalent of...
Pretty fucking far.
It's 3 inches plus 12 inches. 15 inches? Yeah. That's very far. And then you still have an action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you add a lot of power, you can then, Shadow Strike.
Well, it's only 5 power, and you're going to refund 2 of it, so it's only going to net cost you 3 if you had 5 to start with.
It's not too bad.
Until you miss the first pursuit trigger, and you're like a fucking
and then you're just
standing in the middle of nowhere.
Ninjas just
I
in
guess
the middle
I
of the board.
Hawkblade you again? Yeah.
Ninja out in the open.
Yeah, it seems like an interesting card.
Overall, I like this character.
Yeah. No, I think he looks good. I think he'll be fun. I think he'll be a good assassin. I think that card makes him a better assassin for a round, potentially. I don't know if there's anything exceptional. I don't think you'll see the card ever.
The card is... Yeah. So the only reason...
Outside of experimentation, I don't think you'll see it.
I think you bring the card if you're running in an affiliate, one of the catch-all affiliations, so Legion or Thralls. I think he might be interesting in Thralls of Dracula.
Well, but you're already down a Tactus card in that example.
Yeah, but you don't have,
Yeah.
2 restricteds, and then,
Well, it's 3 or 5, and then you're probably going to have other characters that have more important cards.
Yeah, but probably. But still.
Because Legion, for example,
you want to bring
Mephisto
off
has
cards.
way better
Mephisto's
cards than
got
this.
way cooler cards.
Exactly. And so then Legion, and then if you're playing Legion, then you're bringing probably one of the other monsters or just some other good models.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, that's the only thing I could see. That's the edge case scenario. I'm not saying that this is a windmill slam every time.
For sure. I give him probably a 6 out of 10. I think he'll see play in people that like him, but probably not outside.
I can agree with that. I think he's going to be one of the many models where if someone brings him, it's because they like him and they found a way to use him. I don't think he's going to be Shang-Chi.
He's a very functional kid, but he's not going to be a staple.
Yeah.
Okay, what is next?
We'll go with Ultimate Spider-Man, Prowler, and
Oh,
Spider-Man 2099.
You're doing the cool one first?
Pick one. Jesus Christ.
That's all the same panel to play. They did all 3 of them together.
Which one are we doing?
Let's start with Prowler.
Yeah. Prowler, okay, Prowler.
This is actually,
I can't type all of those in.
I will lead off and say I'm very excited about Prowler. I think he looks very fun.
Oh,
I think he has a really cool kit. Long move stealth wall crawler with a range 4 gun, with charge, with a reroll all including skulls. Yep.
I think just every fucking model gets pierced now. That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool, isn't it?
Definitely not power creep.
Spender's fine. I mean, a range 3 8 dice, cost 4 for a medium advance, and maybe a size 3 throw short. He's fine. I think he's going to be moving around a ton, so maybe you Spender instead of charge, depending on what it is. I like his reroll that you can I don't love reroll all. I obviously would prefer reroll any number, but reroll all including skulls. Feels like his capacity to blank out feels like it's kind of low because he can, oh shit, I rolled 4 skulls. Okay, well you can just re-roll and pay out all of those. So that feels like that'd be nice.
That's just the time stone on attacks, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Yes.
And then I really liked custom designed burglar gadgets. So every time he interacts with an objective, the first time he gains a power. So like pay to flips, he's got 4/4, so he's great there. I love the idea of him with Mystique, where you move, pick up an extract, gain 2 power, immediately charge. So like on hammers, you pick up your own hammer, and then you just charge with it. Or an X-Men, like he feels like he could help them too with Professor X to help fuel him using those rerolls all the time in the charges. So I think he's going to be fine on power generation. I think he's going to have some really unique turn 1 plays with a handful of leaderships. And I like that Covert Armament turns off rerolls from any range. Killmonger Usurper has this same, but it's only within range 2. So turning off their mods when you can long move charge and you could pay for full rerolls feels like he'll be able to poke someone from very far away without their ability to mod dice, even though it's only a 4 dice attack.
Potentially, because I can do it better twice. There's no limit.
Yes, it's not once per turn.
Yeah. I think he's cool. It's not a lot. There's a lot of stuff I haven't seen on a kit kind of before, which is nice. I'm kind of interested. I think he's going to be kind of fragile because he doesn't have any defensive tech, and he's just 4/4/3. I mean, he's a 6/6, but there's nothing really stopping you from just kind of taking off as a 4th.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks. Another long charger is kind of interesting. It's been a very long time since I think they've made one. And his attack suit's nice.
Namor? Namor's like...
Isn't Namor? Yeah, I guess that is Namor.
Namor's long charge,
yeah.
I agree with CJ. I think he is kind of squishy for a 4. Not that he's overly squishy, it's just like, what does he do combat-wise? Because he doesn't do anything scenario-wise. And if your plan is walk up, pick up, extract, charge, that's a great way to donate victory points to your opponent.
Not a tanky guy.
Especially when you've got 0 defensive mechanics on your card. So, do we know if he's on a small base?
He is on a small base.
I think he wants to go hunt the opponent's extract carriers down. He's got Pierce, he's got Charge. He's got...
Yeah, like, he can kill a squishy model fairly easily, but, like, he's not getting out.
No,
he's got stealth
100%.
and wall crawling with a long
He's not
range.
really getting out unless he one-shots them and then runs
No,
away.
but like if I kill you and take your extract, I'm standing right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you like stealth isn't going to save you from that.
No, but like I said, I think that's what his kind of intended role is. I don't know if it's true.
Sure.
I don't know if that's going to be something.
He seems like a 4-point vulture.
No,
I could see
no,
some
no,
of that.
no.
I know, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to get you mad.
No.
I agree. I think he's got some really fun gimmicky stuff I'd like to see used in different ways. Like example, the Mystique leadership combined with his gadgets is pretty cool.
Yeah, but that's like turn one jank shit.
Reroll offensive dice only for 2 power is pretty lackluster for offensive
for his
potential.
attack suite.
I put that in about the same category as I would put the like special ops training from Killmonger, where it's like I'm gonna count blanks on or blocks on this.
Oh,
It's like
Yeah.
it's situational, but like for 2 power, you're gonna have to roll real bad to spend 2 power to reroll that.
I do feel like he's got
Which
a
will
nice
happen.
home in Steve 1 with the turn 1 charge, even if he picks up an extract, and the fact that costs 1. But I think I agree with you.
You know how many people have charge that are better than this model?
Oh, well, yeah. Everybody's good in
4-pointer.
Steve 1 when their shit costs 2. That's
Exactly. So, like, you have to put it, like, you know what? This model likes having double the power printed on its card. You're like, yeah, everyone does.
Yeah,
like, so, who is he replacing in that list?
Right.
Because you probably name 5 chargers that are better than this model in Steve. Because, again, he can only use leadership once, so
Yeah.
he's not even fully taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he can't use it when it's not his turn.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a criminal and a spider foe. He's not in Web Warriors.
Yeah, and so, like, there's so many good 4-point criminals, and like, now that there's a huge amount, there's just enough that you don't need another 4-pointer, and there's a ton of good 3-point criminals.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and then every spider foe's a 4-pointer, so.
That's true. And he's one of the worst spider foes that comes to mind at 4 points. Like,
Since every single spider foe
Kingpin
is 4.
slower, but not worse.
I think,
Yeah, like, he has no board control. He has no
his
displacement.
spender,
He has no scenario advantage.
I wouldn't say he has no scenario
So-
advantage. He has
So
weird
yeah, he's got the
scenario
opportunity to do a
advantage.
pay to flip
Yeah.
and pick up an extract.
Yeah.
But Valkyrie can do that.
Right.
Like, there's so many people that can do that. And so it's not nothing, but it's extremely minor. 1 out of 10 relevant. And so I just don't know what he's supposed to do other than have a 5 dice pierce attack. His spender is fine. It's
fine.
reasonably good
Yeah.
for a 4-pointer. But he has to get 4 power. He has a lot of ways to spend power.
well, that
So he's I don't know. He just seems very lackluster as a 4 slot. Like, we just came from last year, all of the 4s were amazing, right?
Yeah.
Like, and so like he's competing with 4-pointers. Tell me what list he gets played in.
Right.
He's a gimmick, as what I see.
Yes,
he
he's a
looks
gimmick.
like a cool gimmick that I would like to experiment with,
Same.
but I don't see this
Yeah.
model getting played.
He-
I'd give him probably a 4 out of 10.
So, real quick, I was looking at the 4s and criminals.
Mhm.
I would play him over Elektra. I would play him over.
But Elektra is a grunt
Yeah, but you're bringing that grunt as the leader.
as the
Yeah,
leader. What do you
Shadowland
mean?
Daredevil.
Not necessarily. There's what, 4 criminal
Yeah, I
leaders?
would still play
With Claw.
Shadowland.
man.
I would still play Shadowland Daredevil.
Claw would not be a bad place to play Elektra.
I would play Shadowland Daredevil over Claw, or over.
I don't think you're
Over-
wrong.
I mean, sorry, over
there's no
Elektra.
question that's
I tried Elektra since she's been fixed.
no, exactly, and that's the problem with Elektra is that Shadowlands Daredevil
Yeah.
exists.
You set a really
And
low
so-
bar here. A really low bar.
Hey,
Better
I'm
than
getting
Elektra
through, I'm
is
getting
like,
through the
hey,
4s.
No, but still, like, but there's no question that Shadowlands Daredevil is miles better than this character.
He's got a grunt. If Shadowland Daredevil
Well,
didn't,
so the grunt gives him like a 7 out of 10 scenario interaction, where this model has like
yeah,
a
but
1
you
out
bring
of 10.
two.
Then
two
also,
bodies.
he just happens to be one of the hardest hitting models in the game, and so like the amount of dice that Shadowlands can put out in a single activation is silly
Mhm.
compared to anything close to this model, and they cost the same points.
Yeah.
And Shadowlands isn't considered a good 4-pointer. He's just okay.
Yeah. Well, he's got a pretty good leadership, and he's got grunts. That's kind of the thing.
Solid leadership, grunts, huge secondary. But even if you just took him as a naked 4-pointer with no grunt, no leadership, he's still better than this model.
Maybe.
Infinite range martial artist, stealth,
Yeah.
hits really hard.
Prowler does come with a tactics card. It's called High Tech Heist. It's basically it's got 2 effects. I don't think the first one's very relevant. The second one is basically mission objective for 1, but it also works on enemies. So, like, if you daze someone, you can just pay 1 to immediately pick it up. Obviously, you do that anyways, but, like, in the case of a legacy virus or something, or with his spender, I think it would open a window with his spender where you could play the card, immediately take their extract, and then take your medium move away. So he could run away with one fairly well, but I think even for allies, basically just having a 1-cost mission objective back in, even though he's not durable, we did just talk about that, I think it could still be pretty nice or pretty situational.
Hold on. That is really good.
Yes. I think that changes the viewpoint of him when you see that card and what he can do.
That is a really good card.
To me,
The fact that you can guarantee overflip basically any point,
Isn't that crazy?
that's nuts. It's like, I'll play this card, congrats, I have 4.
Yeah, it's like, okay, cool.
Because isn't he a 4-4 or is he a 4-3?
he's a 4/4.
He's a 4-4. That's crazy.
Yeah. I think now, obviously, that only comes up in pay to flips.
Pay to
That's why I
flips.
said I didn't think that part was as relevant, but it is a huge
Well,
effect.
He's clearly a pay to flip character.
And
right?
yeah, and the fact he's going to
He's
get the power
interactable.
back immediately is.
I think
I think this card
okay.
actually makes him his scenario ability higher than he looks on paper.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. That actually turns him up. I wish his gadgets was every time he interacts, but because then he could just keep
Just spin it.
interacting. But
Pop, 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 pop.
well, because you
You
could
can hit all 3 or 4 of them that way.
move, pick up an extract, pay to flip the point, move, pay to flip the next
Yeah.
point.
Oh, with 1
Which
power.
would probably be
Yeah,
too good.
that'd be
right?
insane.
Yeah, with the same 1 power, just keep recycling it. That would probably be too good, right?
I mean,
But-
with Mystique,
okay,
he can,
with that
right?
card,
Like,
I do reevaluate it. I give him a 5 out of 10 scenario interaction. The fact that you're the only person who now gets to play mission objective, combined with the fact that you can at any moment with
Overflip somebody.
he's a long mover,
Yeah.
right?
mhm.
Yeah, you can just take any pay to flip on the last activation. That's really, or you might even get 2, right? Because you can roll the first one, see if you get it, overflip it if you don't, and then move to the next point, do it again, and only use it when you fail the overflip.
Yep.
He could flip 3 points in a turn.
Yeah.
That's actually really good. Okay. All right, yeah. I reevaluate. I give him a 6 out of 10.
Cool.
There are lists where that is the model you want.
Well, and again, the
'Cause he's
fact
the-
that High Tech Heist is
he's got a
another
job.
character. It's not just an ally. So it can be mission objective. It also can be something of like, maybe someone else dazes the model, but only has 1 health left. So the Prowler just takes it instead.
Got to be within 2, so
Yeah.
you got to set it up. But
You do, but I mean, like, it still could be, oh, well, I daze your model. I'll pick this up because I want to score the point, but I'm going to die immediately. And so you can give it to
it's
Prowler
really good
instead.
because like this card overreacts the shield minion and Widow 3.
Yes, it does.
It's like,
Yep.
oh, you're gonna put that over. Nah, I'm just gonna take
Yep.
it. It's mine now. And it's super easy for you to kill those people. So
Well, and again, with his spender, the timing of it, if you daze them with it, you take their extract and then you advance medium away. Instead of, oh, well, you
Yeah, 'cause
dropped
it
it,
interrupts
so I
the
need
attack,
to
yeah.
stop. Like, so I think that both sides of that card give him a lot of scenario play that's very unique
Yeah.
and very niche. But like you said, there's gonna be some lists where he is the perfect model you
Yeah.
want.
This card makes the model playable. Congrats, this is a power creep tactics card. Let's give you 2 completely unrelated effects, each for 1 power, that are both nuts on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like not quite, Spirit of Wakanda, but this is nuts.
I can't believe it only costs 1. That to me is where it's.
It's silly. No, this card, mark my words, this card is going to cause problems.
Next up, we'll move into Ultimate Spider-Man Miles Morales. So this is 4-threat Miles. He doesn't have the steal. He has basically the same web swing.
I'm already upset.
He has, who has the same attack? He basically has Sabretooth's like aggressive plus counter attack, except for his
Yeah.
builder causes a slow and a push towards on a wild.
What? I'm not following what you're trying to
He's
say.
got
When,
a counter attack that lets me.
You did you. Now I'm going to do my thing. So after you attack him, he advances short towards you. Then if you're within 2, he makes a swinging strike. And his swinging strike has a slow and a push towards on a wild.
So I get to move my model, move your model, and attack you on your
Yes.
turn.
with my model that has perfect spider sense, including reroll skulls.
Yeah, for the crime of attacking.
And stealth. Didn't even notice he had stealth before, honestly.
Of course.
I do think it's a big hit compared to 3-threat Miles to lose the steal, because that's a huge part of Miles 1's kit. I do think Ultimate Spider-Man has a lot of other things he does better than Miles. And
it's not irrelevant, but in my experience playing webs, I probably played 100 games with webs. I think I've got a successful Miles steal maybe once or twice. He is the worst stealer in the faction, so it's not that big of a deal for me. The bigger part to me is that you're losing your leader, because I don't think anybody wants to play ASM as leader.
Well, he's got the slow, and I think as we look at some of the others, they've incorporated slow in a handful or a few of these new models, where it seems like more of a push towards ASM's leadership. There's also another leadership that we'll look at in a second. But I think this one seems he's a lot faster. He's a lot more aggressive. He punishes you for attacking him out of turn. He's obviously harder to kill as a 4-threat with 4/4/3 and the reroll against Mystic, and just Miles 1 leadership built into him. So you're not losing it as much, at least on him.
I think because of how... Unless someone figures out something crazy, I don't think this guy sees playing on his webs list. I think unless something with the game changes.
I think it's a different version of a webs list with him in it.
I don't think that.
I think there's a 2099 list where I could see you playing Miles, because that's a very different fighty type list.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially.
So then 2099.
Yeah, because you could play 2099 ASM, this guy, and throw Logan in there, and that's a pretty aggressive fighting list that is really, really has staying power.
Yeah.
Now, I would love a different kind of webs to play, because I would like to play webs, but the current playstyle is not fun for me.
You can play fighty webs right now. It's just way less good.
Yeah, way less good is a good way to do it. I think with the way, so like Zach said, there's going to be a lot more slows popping up. I think all webbed up is still going to be the crux of that list.
All webbed up better get restricted or rotated or some shit.
Yeah, without, I hope, because we'll get to it in a second. But yeah, I think he's fine.
Okay.
I think he's a good punchy 4.
Yeah, so the biggest part here is he doesn't really affect scenario.
Yeah.
No steal, not a lot of displacement. Wild on 5 dice to displace is not terrible. It's solid, but it's not great.
It's the same thing
but
as
that's the only
Miles.
thing he has?
Yeah.
Miles has it's a 4 dice
Oh, it
attack,
is 4. That's right. Okay, yeah.
but it's a throw versus a push. Some models are more resistant to pushing.
Yeah.
Also having to push towards you is less ideal, but fine.
Yeah.
Web swing, though, upping it to 7 dice is pretty relevant. He's clearly better than regular Miles at fighting, but he's supposed to be, a point higher. That being said, he gains a hit point. He gets souped up spider senses. He gets more defense dice. The web place is basically the same.
Yeah.
The attack back is pretty great.
Yeah.
It is going to be unlikely that he gets out of position, because you're going to advance and then you're going to push towards. It's going to be almost impossible that you get them out of range, but the mental deterrent of knowing that you're going to get pushed off of your secure if you attack him is devastating, because there's going to be so many times you're basically getting staggered outside of someone like even Logan, really, because they just have to wait to do the trigger till the second attack. Which admittedly, I guess you could be dead for, but he's like, I'll just wait for you for the second attack. You'll place, then I'll place, you'll place, then I'll walk, then I'll push you, and so you end up off the point, as long as you don't kill me in the swings. But I don't know. This model seems like the best model we've talked about so far. This is, I think, clearly better than Ronin, and still clearly better than Prowler.
There are 2 cards associated with him. One is a Miles Morales or Peter Parker sort of team-up card, where one of them places the other one. The one that's placed makes an attack that costs 0. It's called Spider-Men. It says Miles or Peter Parker, so you've got a lot of options there. You've got 5 models that have those aliases. I think that card will be pretty good. I don't know that any of the Peter Parkers or the Miles Moraleses have an exceptional 0-cost attack like we've just talked about. So it's probably more about placing them and maybe the opportunity for it. It's an extra attack. out of their turn. I think it's a good card that only costs 4 actually combined. I thought it was only 2, so they each. So 4 power. That's pretty expensive. I thought that was only who played it cost 2.
No, it's 2 on both.
2 on both.
You get an attack and you get to move.
I think
It's a huge
moving out of
place,
activations
because it's within 3
Yeah,
and
it's-
then within 2. So like it's a huge movement.
You could impact webbing someone off with either one of the smaller feeders.
Yeah.
Yes, you could also just do the web. What's it called? The Miles 4-point builder is also a push.
Yes.
And Miles 1 also has the wild throw.
Yeah. So there's some good
So
stuff.
there's actually only ASM can't move someone
Yes.
with that attack.
So 4 cost seems like a big expense, but it is a huge movement. It is an attack that, like you just said, is most likely to have some displacement on it.
I'd say the vast majority of team up cards are 2 each, so
That feels to be the
I don't think it's a lot of power. I think it's average.
Then there is a Web Warriors card called Brief Reprieve, where Ultimate Spider-Man and any number of allied characters pay a power. They remove a special condition or a damage. Then, if they were activated, they gain a power.
So it's Anime's Wheat Cakes, but
Yes.
better.
Yes,
But you have to play Ultimate.
you have to play Ultimate.
Is Anime Wheat Cakes rotated?
No.
No,
Okay, so
which
you play
is
both.
you play both. Like the webs into webs mirror.
I don't know that you do
You
play
bring
both.
10
I think
and
you.
see what you're going into. Like
Yeah.
this, I wouldn't hate this.
Oh, it's
game
not always
platforms.
both. It's not always both, but you have both in your
Yeah.
team. Yeah.
I guess I haven't considered building tactics for webs since the rotation, but a lot of the cards they liked are gone, so you could probably squeeze it if you wanted to play both, because you need Spider Tracker, your 2 restricteds, webbed up, and then you're probably only taking 1.
This is a quick aside, Zach. Have you seen the art for Brief Reprieve? Do you see who's there?
I don't know who that is on the right. It looks like I see Miss
Ironheart.
Marvel, Miles.
It's the
That's
champions.
Ironheart. Because who's that? Is that Nova in the middle,
Yeah,
or is that
it's the
someone else?
champions on a Spider-Web Web Warriors card.
Oh, I didn't even know. I didn't think about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Web Warriors affiliated with
A
champions.
different,
Nice.
silly. All right.
So do those cards change your thoughts on him at all?
No.
They're
I think that card is completely irrelevant.
the Spider-Man or
Oh, sorry. Spider-Men?
Spider-Man.
Probably not.
Yeah. Is
I don't think it makes your 5
No.
cut.
Yeah.
I don't know why that'd be relevant. Both of those models can just move range 3 at their will for the
Mhm.
same
whatever
cost.
the
So
fuck they feel like it.
yeah, it's cute. It's I would put it in the same category as I put Cat and the Spider. It has relevance. It's not disregardable. It has a lot of interesting ways you could use it, but it's not overly important.
Yeah. So then we've got Spider-Man 2099, who we'd seen before at Adepticon. We have the injured side. Nothing changes. Really aggressive model. Doesn't have quite the
loses the
defensive
health.
tech. He loses a health, but I mean, like, he doesn't have a significant rules change or anything.
Why are all the Web Warriors 4/4/3 now?
I thought that was also weird.
Because they
So I
learned how to
also
dodge
think-
physical and energy attacks.
When we get to oh shoot, never mind. She's a little different. So 2099 has a card called Great Power, which is basically no matter the cost, but he can also pay power to add dice.
Yes.
I think there was a card that did that, but I don't remember what that's called.
Spend 1 to 2 power and may suffer 1 to 2 damage. Reduce the power cost of the attack by the amount of damage suffered. Add dice equal to the power spent. So the only way you actually reduce the cost of the power is if you take 2 damage and only spend 1
Yeah.
power.
But like he could
But then
do his
you add a
spender.
die.
He can do his spender for 2 power basically. Pay 2 power, take 2 damage, do a 10 dice spender with a size 4 throw, and then he has healing factor 1.
Yeah, so it doesn't really.
he
fucking-
can end
No.
his turn like no matter the cost.
You have to. Am I reading this wrong? Great power. So you spend 1 to 2 power and suffer up to 2 damage.
Yes.
So the lowest amount of power you can spend is 1. You can only take 2 damage. That reduces the cost of the power by a net 1, not 2. You have to spend 1 power.
Oh, I didn't see reduce the cost. Okay,
It's
I
not
thought
up
it was.
to 2
I
power.
thought it was
it's
stacking.
1 or 2
No,
power.
you
Yes.
don't actually have to spend the power. You can just suffer the damage.
He may spend. Oh.
And may suffer. So he could just no matter the cost.
Ooh. I don't think that's the intent. Am I just crazy?
I think it should have been then he may suffer. I think that's what you were looking for.
No, I think it's just the syntax they normally use for these cards is like, you may do X to play this card. or you may not do X to play this card.
Oh,
Like,
you're right.
They all
It's
say
the stupid.
you may spend 2
yeah,
power.
You may hit yourself.
But
in
if
the
you
head.
don't, you don't play the
Yeah.
card.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
You may pay the cost.
So you
The
have
cost
to.
is-
Yeah,
With the
you
track-
have to pay
yes.
at least
with the
a
track
power.
record.
Or else they would just say spend up to 2 power.
Because this is
They wouldn't
this
word
is
it like
interesting. If you could just suffer the 2 damage to do it, because like I don't know why the fuck you would spend 2 power to play Spider.
that. They did it this way specifically to stop the interaction you guys are talking about.
But that's interesting.
It's not interesting. We found out that not making people pay for their abilities is bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I thought this was basically no matter the cost.
You know what? Higher muscle is interesting until you get fucked repeatedly. Like they bend you over a fucking dumpster and shove a pineapple up your ass, and you're like,
wow,
"Well, this is interesting."
it is interesting. Pineapples up your.
So, do you guys agree that that's the way it's
You're
worded?
probably correct.
Yeah.
I think you are.
You
right.
have to.
I
You
can't
have to pay
imagine
at
they
least
would-
the power. Have to take at least.
One
the
would
damage.
say up to 2, and the other says 1 to
Yeah.
2. Like they wouldn't phrase it like that unless there was an intent behind it. And the phrase "may spend" is on every card.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the damage
So-
doesn't matter for him because he has healing factor and can heal on his spider talent.
That's so stupid that they gave.
Well,
him-
it matters if he is damaged already. If he's already
Yes.
taken a bunch of damage,
That's
you
true.
want to heal. Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't use all according to plan, or sorry, no matter the cost to pay for an ability like We Are Venom. Like it would make
Right.
sense if you were already
Yeah.
hurt. But obviously, if you're healthy, then yes, it would make a lot of sense because you're just going to heal it back. Yeah, this card seems not worth playing. It's cool. I don't hate it. It seems way more balanced than the previous version.
Mhm.
But it being tied to specifically 2099 and him really only having
Right.
one attack to do it with seems kind of like.
We're talking about a faction that has 4 like welded in place cards.
Literally,
so
there's
I
a
don't think it
pretty
matters
much
a lot.
auto take if you're bringing Ultimate Spider.
It is unaffiliated though, so like if there was a spot that
Sure.
he fit in better, this could
You're
go
playing
well
like
with him.
2099 in Hellfire.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
would totally edge out.
I wouldn't hate that.
I think his spender's pretty good. I mean, range 3, 8 dice, auto poison stun, places himself before damage, wild size 4 throw.
There's clearly no issue with his combat stats. Like,
Yeah.
We all agree he's way
Pretty
over the top.
good.
Yeah.
He is a fighting man.
There is a new Web Warriors leadership before we get into Silk and Spider-Man Noir called Web of the Spider-Verse. Basically,
no.
if you're playing Web Warriors and you choose not to pick a leader, you get this instead, and you
All right,
get.
hold on, let me read it.
Okay. I don't think this is going to tilt you too hard.
We'll see.
Allied Web Warrior character gain. So it's your choice on who gets it?
No. They all just get this superpower. You have no leader. They all get this superpower
Gotcha.
instead.
I do not like this.
As in it's bad, or as in it's way too good?
I think that's potentially way too good.
Yeah.
Every character, because it's just way better than the Convocation leadership.
Yeah, it's the better
Yes,
version of that.
it's
leadership,
not
right?
tied to a leader. It's attack, defend, and dodge.
Well, it's even worse because you can kill the combo leader.
That's what I
isn't
mean.
leadership.
This has no leader. So the tax is you can't play like Miles' leadership, obviously, right?
The fact that you could. You do have to roll skulls, though, so it's not on every roll.
But it's not limited to once per turn. It's
Yeah.
just every time if you have a skull.
I really don't like that. Especially given the fact that they just introduced like a new pseudo leader, like a leader replacement rather, with Miles 2.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of this card. I haven't. I'll have to think about it more, but right now I don't think this is good.
So the other issue with
I
it
also
is, it literally only works on Web Warriors, which isn't a huge deal, but
It's only Web Warrior characters.
Allied Web Warriors gain it.
you can't
Okay.
splash with it.
All right, that's a little better.
You can't. You have to break it in affiliation. You can't bring Wong,
I'm trying to think who you even splash anyway.
Toad,
Toad.
Wong, the usual shit. Shang-Chi.
Yeah, but they don't really care about it. Wong would like
Yeah.
it, but
Toad
Sorry,
might like
Toad
it to
would like
get
it, I meant.
out of.
I meant Toad would like
Yeah.
it. My bad. Okay. Dislike that card. That's a really bad precedent. That's like Hellfire Club getting printed. Like that's a bad
I
precedent.
think the fact too, at least in my mind, that like a lot of the models have defensive rerolls and dodge rerolls, and if they have this on, they can be like, I'm just gonna leave that skull there because now I get
Mhm.
to place one out of range of your next attack. So I'll basically suffer a damage to take
Well,
an action away from you.
half the reason Logan's place range 3 attack is so fucking annoying is because he's effectively immune to displacement. This will be the same thing. Okay, I attack you, you roll defense, my effect goes off first, I push you, and then you place one right back onto the fucking point.
Yeah.
It's like, great. even though like you took the normal amount of damage, or I place out of range of your next attack, effectively staggering all of your models.
That's what I mean. Like
I played
place out of
Convocation.
range of the next attack, and
that effect is incredible, and I was playing it with it only when you take damage, not when you do everything.
Yeah, not with everything, including dodges.
Now, admittedly, you have to roll the skull, so it's not consistent.
It's not automatic, but I mean, you could
Yeah.
also make it automatic.
The fact that so many of them have native defensive rerolls is not helping.
Literally every model released in this wave has Spider Sense.
Not 29. 29 has to pay for it.
Oh, does he not?
The rest of them have it for free.
Oh, I guess not. Okay.
But his is even better because he can pay for defensive rerolls. Then after the attack, he places himself 2. So if you attack Spider-Man 2099, he could place himself 2 and then place himself 1 away while holding an extract.
And while defending. That's the other thing. It's like, oh, I'm just going to place... Like, oh, you moved within pickup range? I'll just place out before I die. Like, fuck off. I'm not a fan. I don't think it's broken, but I'm not a fan. Alright, what's next?
Next, we'll go with Spider-Man Noir. He is a 3-threat. He does have DR to 0, so a pay for DR to 0. He has a size 2 terrain throw. I don't believe he has any way to displace people. And he has a builder similar to Kraven, where if you've attacked them once already, then you add 3 dice to the next attack.
Kraven's an interesting pick. It's Gwen's, but not 4 dice.
Yeah, Gwen has it too.
Yeah, he has a 4 that turns into a 7.
Yeah, it's the same as Gwen's, but he doesn't have the movement component.
Right.
Yeah, he's got a trigger for movement, which is a little different.
Oh no, it's range 3, never mind. Why is it range 3?
Because he's giving you the 1L2.
This guy got gumpy arms?
Flexo fists.
Spider pistols.
No, that's the second attack.
I believe the old one too is a direct reference to boxing.
It is, and until you said it was range 3,
fucking
I thought it was range 2.
Gun jet old 1-2 over here. Like, let's see.
Go gadget punch.
Yeah. He's leapy.
Beam 4 Spender's nice if they take damage, they're slowed and shocked, but I guess he doesn't really have a ton to spend power on. The size 2 terrain throw is fine. I think the DR to 0 is great on anybody.
Whoa! The spider person with DR to 0, that's great.
Spider senses with spending DR.
Yeah.
So he's just going to set up on a point and just beat people to death when they come near him.
Yes.
Because he's got a free spender every turn. And when you build up enough power to actually spender, he's going to spender than spender.
Yeah, 5 dice, 7 dice,
and then
slow
throw.
shock, advance, throw a size 2 terrain. Yeah.
So I don't think he's going to see play, but that's just because their stable of 3s is already fucking insane.
Well, there is...
Yes.
But then as soon as you transfer over to the other strategy of fighting, he's going to immediately replace one of them.
Especially, he has a tactics card called Spider Sleuth, so you're going to want to read that.
There's a lot of text. You might want to let Brandon just read it to himself and see what he thinks.
I'm very much displeased so far.
Wait, how far have you gotten?
The third
during
paragraph.
The first power phase.
Oh,
no. The set it near the battlefield part. I'm already very much hating this card. They have like 3 of these now.
2 of them are Mr. Sinisters.
If this card has been played, relevant text.
If the card has not been played, you can't.
It's in my hand. Do I collect the evidence?
Only if you've played it. Counter spell.
Like
counter target opponent spell. Only if you played this card. Like what?
Well, you have to play.
Like I remember that reminds me. I remember a game where I was playing against someone playing foes with Sinister Traps, and he tried not to play it on the first power phase, and I'm like, no, that's your only time. Like that's the only time you can do this. It's yes or no right now. That's the only choice you have.
Boy, if you could play it later, that'd be great.
When they interact with a token with 3 of this character, put an evidence token on it. Okay, we got multiple types of tokens. They better actually give you these fucking tokens.
I can see if they mention it.
It comes with a token sheet. I don't know.
Why does it say if this card has been played on every one of these?
Because
that is really redundant. Like, I haven't played the card. Yeah, I don't get the effect. I think I got that part.
This is a 5-paragraph card in which this one sentence is repeated 3 times.
Yes.
What?
Zach, it doesn't say anything about a token sheet.
There was someone else that came out with something that didn't have tokens recently, but I don't remember now, but it really annoyed me when it came out.
This card is terrible.
It's a very long setup. It's a really long setup.
So how are you going to get them to enter? It's only going to work on a pay to flip.
No, you interact with
Or like intrusions or deadline. Like anything you'd interact with. So like
I guess
deadline, extremis.
Yeah, okay.
Well, no,
Okay.
because when you pick something up, you interact with it.
That
Yes,
too, but like
but
if you
that's
interact
still
with
one.
deadline, that's
one.
an interact. Yes.
Yeah.
So like, let's say you're playing on Legacy Virus and Infinity Formula. This card will never trigger, which obviously you then wouldn't put it in your squad.
Right.
But there's a lot of missions that's never going to happen on.
I think
So I think in
Senators was one of them. People
Yeah,
talked
Quentin
about.
said on Senators, I think he had an idea of basically you play this,
I think
you have your war, and
Intrusions is when you
immediately
play it.
run up.
Intrusions is good too.
Well, he was saying Senators because
Yeah.
you play it, you immediately have him go and move first, pick up a Senator, and be within 3 of 3 Senators. And so then
Yeah, but there's a
You
lot of
immediately
games
get all
where
the
all the
evidence
senders don't get
tokens.
picked up. No, but there's a lot of
Yeah.
games where you don't get that trigger.
Oh, tons.
Like, you might get
Yeah.
1 or 2, but you're not going to get the third
Yeah.
one. Not to mention, he's going to die.
yes.
Like, he's worth 3 victory points at that point. Like, he's going to die.
Yeah.
Or get pushed away. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. This seems like cloning banks. Huge upside, practically impossible. Or high caliber.
Yeah, unless you have a plan for it really specific. Because, like, obviously
I would
he's a
love to
perfect
see
model
people
on
try and get it
Deadline.
off.
I think
And
deadline
there's
he's
gonna
perfect
like
for
deadline.
this 'cause he pays
Deadline
to
will be
zero.
very relevant. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just set them. But again, your opponent will just not use the deadline trigger.
And then
Because there's a lot of games that you shouldn't be standing your fucking extract holders in the middle. So he's only going to have 1 or 2 turns to do it, and it's only relevant if he's alive and in range when they interact. Which there'll be
And they're
plenty
not
of
gonna
times
interact
that's not
on-
true.
They're not going to interact on deadline with him because he just pays to 0. So, like, they may be damaging someone else that's around there.
Correct.
But, like, Bill, you
would
don't
put him within
interact with
range
deadline
3.
if Bill's
No. You
Yeah.
put him in range 3 of the secure, and then just wait. And so obviously they're not targeting him with the deadline, but it makes it to where they can't use that token.
Yeah.
And so same with Extremis. You just put him next to the Extremis token and wait. Now, that's actually relevant. If you said, I took this card so my opponent won't use the Extremis, sure.
That's still good.
I think
Yeah.
I think that's okay. But your opponent should be awake and know your rules. And so if you're saying, I beat up a new player, like, okay, fine. I don't know why you're proud of that.
I think it
like-
forces your opponent to make some choices, and that's really the value of the card. Because I don't think you're playing anyone who's good, they're not going to let you get 2 VPs off a fucking 3 for that.
Yeah.
There's also another important point that you guys glossed over. Did you see what his alias is?
I did.
Yeah. It's just so he can actually be played, right? He can't just be another Peter
I-
Parker. And now
I would 100% argue that you can't. His alias is Peter Parker. His alter ego is Peter Parker.
No, it's actually Peter Earth 90214. Parker's his middle name.
Parker.
Yeah.
Parker Earth.
All right, I'm gonna play both Black Widows then because they technically have different last names. One's Romanova.
Oh,
one's
did they really
Romanov.
do that?
They
did,
fixed
but
it in,
they have FAQ'd that you cannot play them together.
Oh. See,
Yeah.
so this
But they
actually
actually
makes me
did that.
kind of angry.
Well, actually, wasn't it?
No, you're
I thought it was
They
like one of
errated
the
it to
strange.
be-
One said like Sir something, and the other one didn't say Sir. So I thought there
One
was another
said
one where
Steve.
there's, like,
I thought originally one said like Steven, the other said Stephen. Or no, Wong had a rule that said. No, I don't remember. There was something about
well
Doctor
in range of
Strange,
Stephen
though,
Strange, but there is no.
There's no Stephen
Well, his
Strange,
was
there's Stephen
because it
Vincent
said Sorcerer
Strange, yeah.
Supreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sorcerer Supreme is not
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, even though it's Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme.
Uh, This did make me a little mad though because Gwenem should also technically be from a different Earth.
Yeah, no, there's a ton of these, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't know. This is just annoying to me that they did that.
They did it now instead of and not going back and fix like they just did rewrites for all these fucking.
Yeah,
characters.
I think they just knew like he's not going to get played. He's not better than Spectacular Spider-Man. He's not better than ASM. He's not better than 4-Point Peter. Like I think if his name was Peter Parker, he's not getting played in webs.
I think the thing that annoys me is like, why is the fact that you even said that out loud is kind of a point of the problem. They're both 3-pointers. Why is one obviously stronger than the other?
because
Like, if there's intentional imbalance in the game, then why are we bothering to play it? And it feels like it definitely is.
So now we've built up our hype train. We're ready for our last model if Brandon's
Is
ready.
that what we've done?
yeah, we're going off
We
the rails
have.
now.
I'm very
All right, we are
unhappy
gonna-
so far.
We knew
I'm
you'd
not,
be.
I'm not enraged, but I'm very unhappy.
All right, we are going to
We'll
look
finish
at
this
Silk.
off, then I'll get my final thoughts on what's going on here.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll pull up Silk, 4-threat long mover. Also
God
perfect spider
fucking
sense.
damn it. I'm already very mad.
What made you angry?
Did you read the first attack and get
Silk
mad?
Sense. No, I read Silk Sense first.
Oh yeah, perfect spider
That's
sense. Yeah,
canonically-
including Miles' leadership. Like
That's
this is 2 models
canonically correct.
within this wave that are just have Miles 1's leadership strapped to them already,
Yes,
with also
you don't have to
perfect
take
spider sense, including Mystic. So
Yeah.
you don't get the extra reroll on top, but you get to modify the skulls and you get to reroll against Mystic. I'll take that.
Yeah, like, why are they just... Okay. Alright, continuing to read. Okay. I assume her web shooters are on her fingertips.
How'd you figure that out?
I just don't ask. I'm a
She's
genius.
good at finger blasting.
Have you watched My Hero Abridged?
No!
He yells finger bang when he does the air flick.
Finger
It's
bang!
very funny. Yeah, it's so stupid. Alright. Okay. Slow on a wild. It's beam. Cute. Huh? Why is it the spectacular spinning Jenny? Her name is Cindy.
There's a thing about it. I don't know what it is. Either the comic deep lore.
Nobody? Okay, I guess Parker should have been here.
That's a Parker
Yeah.
question.
It's comic deep
AoE
lore.
2, 5 cost. Alright, let's see what is this. Why is this worth 5? That seems kind of lackluster. Okay, not impressed by her attacks.
So you
not
don't
impressed.
You don't. So you might have to read some of the more superpowers. You don't love auto sizeless push.
No,
with a place
that's all
3
I'm
after?
wearing. No. 5 cost AoE 2? No.
Okay, so
That's-
we
for a
read.
4-point threat? No. I haven't gotten to the superpowers yet,
Okay.
obviously.
Yeah, if she just had this 3
Let me
attacks,
guess.
not a problem.
She's got an ability that says, like, when I push people, they die.
Oh.
Gain power, basically.
Okay. When an enemy character ends a movement within 3 of this character. No. That spender is not good. That's
Easy.
7 power.
No, not for a combo with Caught in the Web.
Okay. Alright, I'll keep going then. I don't see... The rest of them are all in 8s. What are you...
Web of the Bride.
And
She
then-
gains power if they end a movement within 3
Oh,
of her.
right. I got you. Oh, no, I haven't gotten that far. Okay. That's just Tricks and Traps. Not Tricks and Traps. It's Smoke and
The other
Mirrors.
one. Yeah,
the-
whatever.
Yeah,
Mysterio,
the Mysterio
and
one.
I think Cassandra Nova
And
has it.
Cassandra Nova, yeah.
So I think the reason that there's
When any
fuss
character
over it-
with slow ends a move within 3 against power. That does not seem relevant.
So I think the relevance
gonna
comes
happen,
from
but-
it comes from all webbed up. Comes from the fact she's got a beam 3 with a slow, so she could beam you, slow you, push everyone short, place herself 3, gain 2 or 3 power, and it's sizeless
I don't
push.
know,
To me,
man.
it's more about the sizeless.
That's magical Christmas land.
I
wherever
I
you're
think the
talking about.
sizeless push to me is the problem
Really?
of it. It's like
Why?
because she just moves she moves off
You
a point.
understand there's range 4 sizeless pushes in this faction already that cost 2 power.
But those are superpowers that can be stopped by people. Like she
What,
just
like
gets to
Juggernaut?
she just gets to move Juggernaut. She just walks to the side, pushes Juggernaut, and whoever else is there off.
Well, A, it's a push towards, and it's short, so he has to clear her base with it.
Right. I think she runs off the side of a point, pushes all the defenders off of it, and then places herself 3 on top of it, and just clears a point.
So assuming she's, I don't know, man. That seems like magical Christmas land. And also, if you just had that much power, any of the Spider-Men could just do that. I guess not ASM.
Any of the
Peter 1 could just do that.
Well, I also like all webbed up is going to give her a 10 dice area 2 where they're all going to be slowed. So then she's going to refund some number of the
9,
power
but-
back to herself. 9 is only
Sure.
adds 2. I thought it had 3.
It only adds 2. But yeah, also, you're talking about spending 8 power for that move.
Oh,
So-
I think someone else would be paying
Yeah.
for all webbed up. I think.
Well, you still have to pay for it.
Yes.
it's still 8 powered.
Like,
Whoever
yeah,
pays
I'm
for
not worried about that. Like,
it. Really?
at
Okay.
all. No.
Really.
Because if that was their plan, there's better ways to do that.
Okay, cool.
Like, you could just, like, take Thor in webs and just actually do a big AoE.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of see her as the online consensus.
She's the worst.
the online
she's
the
the worst
online
for
consensus
webs.
is that they're like, wow, Silk. People online really like her, and I didn't see why.
It's a cool dynamic move.
She's got interesting stuff she can kind of do, but like,
She'll be a good extract holder, but that's because her goal is to not die.
Yeah.
Like, she's the Caught in the Web's great for an extract holder. It's a really good ability for that. Her super spider senses, also great for that. But like other than that, like the one turn of the entire game she's going to use her spender, I don't care. Like that's the last thing that's causing me to lose this game. I would much rather them take Silk than any other. I would rather them spend 4 points on Silk than anything else in Webs.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying she's a bad model. This is clearly a, like, tuned model. But Webs is a faction of, like, halves. So, like, you're going to have more to get played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think she is the first Web Warrior with a beam. I believe that's correct. No, Agent Venom has one on his spender. Mm-hmm. So she's the only one with a free beam. I think to me, it's more her ceiling, like with the all webbed up turn of like getting to do a 7 dice beam.
Yeah,
getting to
she
do
can
a
definitely have
pushes
like
people. Like I feel like her offensive output compared to the other 4s in Webs on the all webbed up turn could be a lot higher.
Like Daredevil's in Webs. Like you're talking about an AoE attack. A Daredevil is in
so
Webs.
I
you can do like a 38 dice fucking AoE.
I forgot he's in Webs because that doesn't make sense to me. But that's
him and Spider-Man are buddies,
and he's like, yeah, they're friends. That's why
they're
like,
web buddies.
It's so stupid.
No, I think, and this is just my thoughts on her. I think she's meant to be a 4 threat you take with ASM leadership.
Yes, I think her and Ultimate Spider-Man go with ASM, and that's a strong play now.
So yeah, you're saying that the selling point of her is the spender. Daredevil spender is the exact same cost, exact same range.
Shit tons of dice.
1 less die, but he adds 2 dice per enemy in range and auto pushes them away short.
Yeah.
That's size restricted though, isn't it?
No. Auto sizeless push.
Oh,
away.
I didn't realize his. Yeah, so that was more.
He's
that I forgot
objectively better than her at doing the thing she's good at.
I don't.
That's
the thing that we.
And you trade.
You're saying she's good at. I don't think she's good at it.
I don't think she's good at that. But also, Daredevil is also a great extract holder. He also is a good fighter. He has a range 4 pull as opposed to the melee range push. Like I think Daredevil is just objectively a better model. They have the same stat line. They're both. They're both 11 health, 4 3/3s. She has super spider senses instead of infinite range martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
They're extremely comparable models. She does have the beam instead of the baton hook, but I think the baton hook is a better ability. 50% hit. He has on hit push towards up to size 2, ignore stealth and line of sight and cover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same. I think. She's cut from the same cloth, but I think Daredevil still does what people are thinking she does better, but I think she's definitely supposed to be played under...
she interacts with ASM's leadership a lot better than Daredevil does. That's like maybe the one...
Sure. Well, yeah, that's the thing. You slow with the beam, then you can spend the power you got from the beam to move them off the point.
Yeah.
Which...
she does have... go ahead.
I'm 100% on Team Daredevil over this. Daredevil doesn't even get played, and I think he's better than she is.
She comes with a tactics card as well. Okay. I don't know if that'll change what you think it's called.
I'm assuming it's going to be times 9 million.
No,
so
actually.
It's called Spider Totem the Bride. Basically, when for a round, she gets to change attacks to Mystic, and then there's a one-time reroll any number of dice.
Like, why?
Comics, man. This is big comic
Until
stuff.
the next cleanup phase, when Silk targets enemy character with an attack, she may change his type to Mystic. Once this round, before the cleanup phase, when this character or another allied character is attacking or defending, character may
I didn't know it was her or
another
allied character. That's kind of interesting.
And it's ranges. So it's just anyone, anywhere on an attack or a defense gets a full reroll.
Yeah, but you got to do that in the power phase.
But it's all,
it only costs
not
2.
any.
Yeah, it's all.
Right.
It's a Yahtzee.
Yeah,
Yes, it is a Yahtzee.
And it doesn't give you the exception for skulls.
Correct.
No, you'd have to have it already.
Have to have Miles, yeah.
Yeah, you might need to ask Parker what the fuck is happening, because I don't even know. I'm not very familiar with Silk.
I assume there's a storyline that justifies this card, but it's going to have to be a weird-ass storyline to justify a random character she can't see or be in range of that can re-roll an attack roll. That's going to be weird.
She's got spinnerets in her fingers, that's why.
Yeah. So I think this is a super tech piece that probably sits around your 10th slot for the mirror or specific martial artist matchups. This is the I have to kill Shang-Chi this activation card. And so you're like, I play all webbed up, and Silk tries to kill Shang-Chi before I lose the game. Oh, no, because he gets
it'd be Silk killing
then.
Daredevil, Black Panther, yeah.
Yeah, because every fucking model has to be tuned to the fucking gills and ignore every rule that would normally counter.
Well, every model has to have an exceptional thing about them unless you're...
Mm-hmm.
Well, even like a mirror of her against herself. Like,
but they
changing it to Mystic costs them 1 defense dice, but they still get the rerolls.
Yeah.
So I think she was the one that did cause a lot of like buzz on the internet,
Which is weird.
with how much she can slow people with caught in the web. Like you said, she's an amazing extract holder. That if you even try and run at her, okay, she might just run away. She's also going to be hard to kill. She's going to be slowing you down. And then when she does build up enough power, maybe she's just beaming some. I think she might be beaming a fair amount. Then the spender being able to pull a person or two off a point and then just place yourself back on it could have a huge impact.
Hands down, the best thing about this character is caught in the web. So I don't know what people are thinking. It is cool that you can beam somebody about a 50% chance to slow them, and then when they move up, you get a power that will then go into paying for caught in the web.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the right line of play, but I don't think.
But there's like 3-point models that kind of do that. So like Mysterio is 50% of this character, 60% of this character. He's slow is the problem. You can get past he's speed short, but like if he's just gonna hold a back point,
perfect.
He's stealth with this ability. Like, I don't know. This does not seem worth. Like, if this is the worst model we've talked about today, in my opinion. Like, I don't see it. That doesn't mean I'm right. It just means I don't see it.
We'll see. I do think that she's not crazy.
Yeah. I give her a 5 out of 10. The problem is she's in webs. She's affiliated with models that do her thing better. She's not super tanky. Fucking Spider-Man Noir is tankier than she is. She's not fighty. She's not super control-y. Like, she's the worst at everything she does in her own affiliation. But she is a collection of abilities that does differ from other people. The problem is you want a Daredevil that doesn't fight but does control more. And that has to be what you want. If that's what you want, then she's better.
Lastly, there's a random Spider-Ham card that's just like a funny... gimmicky nonsense
Sudden
shit.
But inevitable betrayal.
Caught in a
ham.
Caught in a ham. I haven't even read the whole card because it's just random nonsense.
It's just this will never
caught between a ham and a pig pen.
This will never happen. If you ever bring this card, you're definitely just fucked.
I'm playing this card every game. Even when I don't have Spider-Ham.
Could you bring it in your 5 every? Because you can technically bring it.
Alright, so alright, I'm going to read this one. During his activation, you may spend 2 power. Easy. Done. For each enemy character within 3 of him, when this card is played, roll 1 die and resolve the corresponding effects. Okay, great. Complete resolve each effect from are Porker Popper. If you roll a wild, the enemy character gains shock. Is this a pig cartoon? If the result is a crit, the enemy character suffers stun. I'm not excited. Slopped up. If they roll block, they gain slow. Corny joke. On a hit, they lose a power. And oh no, on a skull, the opposing player places Spider-Ham within 2 of his current position. That card sucks.
Isn't it?
That was just a dumb, like...
Yeah.
That's filling space.
I was hoping it would be at least crazy and, like, hokey, but it's just...
No, they're like, let's make a zany card, and this is the best they came up with.
Yeah. I think they actually listened to Jeremy's review of, what is it?
Galaxy
what's
Graded.
the...
No,
it's the Guardian
Lovable
one
Misfits? Is it Misfits?
Yeah.
Josh loves
Jeremy
that card.
played that one.
It never works the way...
He rolled the worst possible result every time. He's like, cool, I'm about to stab you, but I'm going to play this card first. Got pushed out of melee range. And then, like, everyone on his team took damage and got stunned.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my god, it was so crippling. He's like, why did I do this? I just lost the game by playing a tactics card.
That happens to Josh every time Josh has played against me, too. It's like, the person who rolls to get an extra attack has no one within range. The person who rolls a damage is surrounded by 3 allies. Like, it's just every bet. And he's like, why do I play this? I'm like, I don't know why you play. Like, this is a terrible card. You should not play this card.
And just letting everyone know who comes to the Geekery, if you play Spider-Man Noir and Peter Parker, you're getting a game loss for an illegal list. Just be aware.
No.
We are modifying.
It's fucking happening.
Brandon, I told you his name's Peter Earth 90214.
Well, unfortunately, that's all the other Peter's last name, too. They just go by their middle name.
So, overall, what do you think, Brandon?
I'd say about half of them are practically irrelevant releases, which is what I expected, because their shit's already way overtuned.
Yeah.
I'd say Miles and 2099 are way overtuned, but
clearly
they don't play the strategy that the list wants.
Which is
the problem list wants, and so they're not irrelevant because they're giving the affiliation a
Another
second
path.
punch. Right, because they don't need 10 characters to play their strategy. They only need 6.
Right.
And so you can just throw in 2 or 3 more characters and the list completely changes, which makes it much harder to attack.
Yeah.
So, do you think this makes webs substantially better or just better in general, or is it more just that it gives them a second pitch in matchups that maybe the regular strategy doesn't work as well?
So I'm trying to pull up all of them and kind of go over it. I think it is rich get richer for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's super relevant. It is relevant though. Fingers crossed it will encourage people that do play webs to not play the cookie cutter scenario
That's
team.
what I'm hoping, but
we
the
all know
internet
that's not the
exists,
case, right?
So as soon as someone says,
Yeah, no, it's not the internet. It's just people. Why would you? Hey guys, we're gonna play X-Men, and we're gonna play not the same fucking garbage shit we've seen forever. We're gonna play the weird stuff nobody plays. No, you're gonna play the good stuff. You shouldn't feel bad for playing the things the devs gave you.
Right.
That's not your problem. That's the devs being dumbasses. So Spider-Man 2099, not a huge problem, but it is concerning, mostly because it gives them we've talked with Quentin a lot about this too. He's like, the reason it's a big deal is because there's some games that you don't need ASM.
Yeah.
Right.
And he fills the same role while giving you a kill bot and somebody who can survive against the stuff that ASM can't survive against. And so that's a problem. Having a unkillable model that will go just beat your people to death, that's a totally different problem you have to deal with against webs that you normally don't have to. Because the way that you commonly get ahead against them is you play kind of like Weapon X. There's super go wide, blitzy attrition, and you just try to get them in a couple spots to disrupt their plan. And once you've disrupted their plan, you can kind of hang with them. It's when stuff's going their way that you really can't beat them. And so that just gives them a piece that now you have to deal with this guy eating your backline, which is what you're trying to do to them. And so that's a problem. Miles, I don't see being as big of a deal because while I think he's a really good model, I don't think anyone's going to play him because I think they're too addicted to Miles.
That's what
So I'm way less concerned about that.
Yeah, that's exactly. I think we're on the same boat. I think 2099 is probably overall the best thing in both boxes.
Yeah,
clearly.
It actually
Spider Ham.
Mhm.
Go ahead. You have something you want to say?
Oh, it reminds me of when Professor X came out, and it was he didn't have a huge impact because people were playing a Storm list, and you played the Storm list, and it had the thing it did every single time.
Mm.
So even though Professor X gave a different style of play, even now I don't really feel like we've ever seen that come to fruition on a large scale where he's it's balanced between the leaders. It's still just pretty much Storm. And yeah, this feels like this will be the same.
Cheap leaders are always going to win out in the long run also.
Yeah.
Unless there's a noticeable... Magneto and Mystique is a good example. It's even though Magneto is obviously a better fucking leader, Mystique gets played because she's 3 points less. That's the most important thing is threat value. So yeah, you're not wrong. Spider Ham, I think, is the biggest problem. 2-point affiliated is a dangerous thing for any list to have to deal with in future proofing. Especially when you have a 3-point leader and good 3-point models. The fact that Spider-Ham, Miles, Gwen is affiliated, it's just now you can do whatever the fuck you want. That doesn't even need to be a Web Warriors list anymore. Yeah. Because all 3 of those models are generically good enough, even though the Spider-Ham is obviously a 2-pointer. He's good enough to let you do whatever you want at an 8-point investment.
I
believe...
I haven't done the math yet, but I think people are talking about an 8-wide Webs list.
8 wide?
Triple 2s, 4 3s.
Yeah, it's possible.
That's 7.
Yeah, you'd be doing triple 2s.
Yep, which you can do now.
Because that's 6, 12.
No, you could do 4 2s and 4 3s and be affiliated.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fourth 2 is, but that's fine.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's going to be Wong, Spider, Ham,
Toad, Rockets.
Toad, and then probably Rocket or Okoye.
Oh, I didn't think about Okoye. Yeah, that would make sense. That would
Bullseye
be awful.
used to be the go-to, but yeah, Okoye is better. And then it's Miles, Gwen, Black Cat,
Peter. Spectacular, probably.
and Spectacular. Yep. And I think that list is good.
Oh yeah,
because that's my entire show. I went 7 wide at 18 was my plan at WTC, and everyone I played against at 18, they were like, "You're 7 wide," and they started doing the math. They're like, "How am I gonna beat this. It's like
You
you're not.
can't
Like, you're
kill
going to lose
people
on
fast
turn
enough.
3.
Yeah, like it's
There's
not.
not
Yeah,
enough
you just
too
can't
many.
kill them fast enough. Like, I
Yeah.
played against CGR, and like they can't kill you. I played against Immortal Hulk, and he couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's like you just can't kill people fast
There's
enough.
not enough splash
I'll
damage.
feed you 2 models and still have 5 people. Like, what are you going to do? It's like there's just so much redundancy everywhere. Black Widow would also be a good take.
Yeah.
Fits in the game plan very well. Yeah.
No, that's the problem. Is like all the 2s are good.
Yeah,
That's why we left them off the staples list, because every 2 is
yeah.
playable.
There's always a situation where you can fit a 2 in.
It's just not enough of an investment cost to discourage it.
Mm-hmm.
If affiliation wasn't a thing, you'd see 8 wide lists right now. In fact, I'm surprised you don't.
It's mostly. I think. Usually we don't. I don't think there was a good affiliation to pilot it. It's just like you said.
Well, I mean, yeah, Hellfire was it
Old
for a while,
Hellfire
but it just
was the
didn't
one.
4
matter.
threat leader though.
Yeah,
Sure,
4 threat.
but
7
you're just
or
playing all
6.
the 2s.
Yeah, but
I know
You take 8 2s.
Yeah, but like.
Yeah.
You play
6.
9 wide at 20. I mean, you say it doesn't matter. It starts
It
mattering
does.
real quick when you see 9
Yeah,
models.
they're like,
9
okay.
models that heal every round. Yeah.
Yeah, 9 models that heal it around, plus Wong's back there. So every turn he's putting 2 people to full.
True.
It's like, oh, and then Okoye's taking some hits for you, and then Rocket's just blasting people. You're like, this
Rocket
is actually really
and
annoying.
Nebula.
And Bob.
And Nebula. Nebula's
And
killing
Bob.
people.
You got a one-time little.
Well, you
nuke
don't
there.
actually have to play Nebula because there's enough 2s now. So, because she doesn't contest is the main reason.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
she'd always
it's,
take
it's
damage.
her or Honey Badger. Yeah. Yeah, so I think Spider-Ham is the bigger problem. The fact that he has a shock on a range 4 stick, I think, is really not good
for a
for the
size
game.
1 character.
For a size 1 character. And people forget how important size 1 is. Size
Mhm.
1 is really important.
He's gonna always
can't
have
see
cover
them
with
behind
2
cars or
rerolls
dumpsters.
and DR. Like.
Yeah, it's insane.
You start doing the math and like, wait, actually, he's incredibly resilient to 5 dice
He
attacks.
might be
Yeah.
the tankiest too.
That's silly, because Rocket being in the game is just dumb. Now, to be fair, he doesn't have the immune to collisions, right?
No, he's not even. You could pick up.
No, but he has rerolls on dodges.
Sure, but
Not
he still only has the 2
Yeah.
defense dice.
Yes.
So you could smash him with what he's hiding behind pretty easily.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think overall Spider-Ham is the most consequential model,
Yes, I agree.
which is silly to.
It's really dumb. It actually infuriates me so much that models like Rocket and Spider-Ham are the linchpins of so many lists.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just fucking
Just
infuriates me,
affiliated
'cause
2 to begin with. It's just all right. Well, that changes the dynamics of everything.
the concept of they're like, hey, this model's meant to be really, really squishy. We want them to be really fragile, so let's make their stat line worse than everybody else's. And then their idea of worse than everybody else's is like they lose 2 hit points and 1 defense die. I'm like, that's not that much. It's only like half of their. It's not even half their survivability. It's like a third of their survivability.
But then they give him DR
and
and
then
size 1.
you're going to turn around and it's like, well, but because his stats are so bad, we're going to give him 2 defensive rerolls and damage reduction. It's like, you've made him tougher than the model that you made him weaker than.
Yeah.
Like, do the math. What the average model in the game is 3s with 5 health, right? The average 3-pointer.
Yeah.
He is noticeably tougher than that.
Yes.
So is Rocket. The fact that Rocket is completely
2s
immune
with
to
2
collisions
reroll
is
and cover
dumb.
and DR.
And Rocket gets auto cover.
Yes. And it's never been relevant before on how easy it is for a size 1 character to get cover.
Yeah.
Because there's so many size 1 terrain that people don't even consider, and now it's like, oh, I'm in cover. And you're like, oh, fuck, the trash can does
Yeah.
have cover.
The lamp.
You're like, god damn it.
Shit.
The lamppost. The fucking, what's the other one? The barrels.
Yeah.
The Barons.
Yeah, I think hands down the most relevant model is Spider-Ham. It actually is the only thing that adjusts the current list they play because it can replace the 2-pointer they were already running and then allow them to take an additional unaffiliated, which has never been more relevant than it is right now. I think you will now start seeing lists that are splashing Voodoo and Shang-Chi, which I am not happy to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
I mean, if you just think about it, that's 16 points for the affiliated package plus those 2.
That's only 16 points?
That's the minimum points is now Shang-Chi, Voodoo, Miles, Gwen, Spider-Ham.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And I like CJ just has looked like upset and offended at the same time. He's like, that bitch just called me.
Yeah, so if I see that start setting up on the other side after we reveal our rosters, I forfeit. But it just doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, I have no interest in playing that game either.
Shang-Chi with Miles' leadership, pass. Dr. Voodoo with Miles' leadership.
That's the thing.
Pass.
You don't even need to play Shang-Chi. It's just the meta pick. I think there's actually better things you can do.
Oh, there's more relevant things you can do to win the game.
Yeah. And at 17, you can just replace him with Namor.
Yeah.
So it's
Great.
Namor, Voodoo, Miles, Gwen, Spider-Ham.
Delicious.
And there's so many other good things too, right? It's just
Yeah.
the fact that you have now unlocked, they can play an additional point of unaffiliated models. That changes the game. Because they've been trying to min-max that for 5 years. And it's now unlocked
now
a
it's just
whole
like,
new realm.
hey,
Just think of the difference between taking a 3-pointer and a 4-pointer, what that unlocks in potential. It's so huge.
So then, I know we talked about him already, but how do you feel about Prowler's impact on his affiliation / in general? Like,
I
in
guess
the
he's
scope
the
of
one
the
not
rest of
Web
this-
Warrior.
He's the one not Web Warrior. Like, does he really impact how this impacts
I think
webs?
Prowler
Really?
is actually going to see play in webs.
Because of his...
Interesting.
That tactics card he has is so important.
And what do webs
Yeah.
hate?
It also gives them another high tempo model. It also helps them massively on pay to flip missions.
Yes.
The fact that you have a long mover that can flip 2 or 3 points in a single turn and guarantee one of them is nuts. And they plays exactly into the strategy they want to do, which is by all at any cost score as many points as possible.
Mhm.
They will sacrifice this guy in a second to score an extra victory point. Spider-Man Noir, assuming that I am obviously incorrect on the alter ego, I think we'll actually see a lot of play. An affiliated tanky model is what they've wanted for a long time. So Spider Senses plus DR, including Spider-Ham, you now have 2 models with rerolls and damage reduction. While obviously Spider-Ham is not going to be picking up extracts. It now Noir can pick up extracts.
Gonna be tanky.
And you've got 2 models that can hold back secures really defensively, or midline secures reasonably defensively. Because, like, Bob is the exact same way. It's like, you put Bob on an intrusion, or an incursion, and there's like, okay, I'll just kill him. It's like, fine, you want to spend an activation killing this model? I don't give a fuck. Like, it's not worth your time. And then you're going to fail, because he's so much tougher than he's supposed to be. And then you'll get really mad because you invested a 3 or 4 point activation, rolled not great, and now all of a sudden you did nothing with your activation. My 2-pointer's still alive. And then, like, let's say I also took Wong, or I play Wheat Cakes, and all of a sudden he's basically back to full health.
Yeah.
And you're just like, fuck, this is so stupid.
Yeah, Noir will be a worse version of that with the rerolls and the DR. Like, it will be so hard to chunk through.
It's
his
just
health.
quicksand. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just imagine Noir on Extremis with like Wong behind him. It's like, you're just never going to kill him.
Giving you the old 1-2.
Now, luckily, he doesn't have a lot of like board position stuff, so he's not going to be winning the game. He's just going to be preventing his team from losing the game.
Right.
But yeah, I think there's a lot of interesting options here, but Spider-Ham is hands down the most impactful, which I probably put Spider-Ham on a 8 out of 10. I know a lot of people will probably disagree with me. They'll like look at his card and be like, oh, he's not going to do anything. It's like, dude, 2-pointers don't need to do anything.
He's going to be such a huge thorn in people's sides.
So cheap.
Like, he gives off the most relevant status effects going into webs, isn't it? When you're playing attrition. Like, he can shock 2 models a turn. And it's going to... You're not going to want to attack this guy when he's got cover and you're shocked. Like, a 4-dice attack going into him, you're not killing him ever.
Yeah. Also, Yoink, it sounds stupid,
it's good.
but...
Either he displaces you or he gets on the point.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's no downside to that ability.
Don't forget also, like, oh, I rolled a skull. I guess I get to place one after I get pushed or thrown or whatever it is.
So, the upside is, with that leadership, the leadership card, you can't play a leader. So, you can't bring anything or...
Well,
You
no,
can
it's
bring
not.
them, you
They
just
just
can't
can't have an
leadership.
active leadership.
Does
You
it?
have to.
Yeah.
You could
Can you choose
choose to
not
just
to
not
use
You
activate.
choose. You declare your leadership in the deployment or after deployment. You just don't declare one.
Yeah.
That's stupid. They need to fix that.
You don't have to not bring one. It's the same thing as what's the card? The unaffiliated tactics card. Hellfire Club. What was the one where it says if you're unaffiliated, do X, and people are like, "Oh, you're affiliated." It's like, no, I just choose to be unaffiliated. You have to choose to be affiliated, and you have to choose the leadership.
Hellfire Club used to read
You
that
can
way.
choose-
I think if you chose to play it, then you could now you're Hellfire Club.
Oh, well, yes. But the Hellfire card has been reworded.
It has been, but the old
Yeah.
version was
They clarified multiple times that you have to choose both, and it's just assumed if you don't say anything. But you would just say, "I'm choosing to not activate a leadership. I am playing this tactics card."
That's less cool.
Why?
I just thought we need to force illicit restriction. You can't.
No, that for webs. No, why would they ever force you to do anything against your
Why
will?
wouldn't they just give you more? Yeah.
They did. They
Yeah.
gave you 5 more, and then 1 extra little bonus trait.
See, I think order of relevance is Spider-Ham 2099, then probably Miles.
I'd say Miles and
And
Noir
then-
are kind of tied.
I think Noir is less relevant than Miles.
I think just because Miles is Miles, his name is Miles, is the reason.
Can be. You're definitely not wrong. But I think people will be trying out 2099 for a while, and that's why I think Miles will get so much play.
Mhm. I'm much more
So I don't
interested
think
in
you
that
need-
box with Prowler, Miles, and 2099. Even I think obviously outside of Webs. I don't really play Webs. Don't really plan on playing Webs. But I feel like they've got a lot of interesting things they can do in other affiliations too.
So just think about this. Oh, God, this is making me mad already.
Imagine if you will.
Ugh, so mad. Okay. Okay, no. We might have a chance here. I think that's not how it works. What is the timing window? The problem is there's no timing series. There's no timing outside of attacks.
Besides you than your opponent.
Alright, so Prowler says custom design burglar upgrades. First time his character interacts with an objective each turn after the effect is resolved, this character gains 1 power. So I would assume that would be after the result of the interaction.
Yes.
And then High Tech Heist says when he rolls dice while interacting with a secure objective, pay 1.
You will not have
Okay.
the power.
So you would not be able to use this on the first turn without getting another power from somebody else. I was worried
you
on
could
the
just
first
run up
turn
and
you
do
could
it.
just double move long and just take their
Take it back.
like mutant madman.
Oh yeah.
And so that way if you win Prio, you would easily go up 3-2 on extracts and also 3-1 on secures. That would be
Yeah.
crippling.
But there are
You have
lists that will be able to do
6-3.
that, right? Like Professor X.
Oh, 100%. You just take Wong and it still works.
Yeah. Any leadership that Inhumans, Professor X.
No, I don't. I only care about Webs.
Oh, you're talking
doing
about
it
Webs.
right now.
Okay.
And so, yeah. And so you would need to give him extra power, which right now, as far as I remember, is just Wong.
Inhumans.
He's saying
No,
just
in
Webs.
Webs.
He's not Webs affiliated though.
In Webs.
If that matters, I don't know if it matters to you.
It doesn't matter.
Because you're just
It
saying
does
they
not.
will use him because he's great on pay to flips.
Yeah, you're just going to take Prowler and this Tactics card to go up 3-1 on pay to flips on the
Yeah.
first turn.
Yeah, with Wong you could easily do that.
Because you would have to put 4 people on it for me to fail. And then I'll just go to the other point.
Yeah. He's a long mover. You just
Yeah,
line
so-
him up middle and then I'll just go to the other one.
So if you go, because you'll just take, you can start taking pay to flips. Well, I guess you wouldn't have to take pay to flips. Other people would probably be taking them. Ooh, you could go up 3-0 on meteors on the first turn.
Yeah, that'd be huge.
Because you just go take theirs and then just overflip the middle with your other people.
Yeah.
And so if you pull an F and either meteors or madman, you could easily go up 3-2 on extracts. Potentially go up 4-1 if you're really, really aggressive and you have either like Spider-Woman or Widow 3 and you go take their back F.
Mhm.
And so you might get away with going up 4-1. And then if you also go up 3-1 on Mutant Madman, dude, that game is over.
Yeah, it's 7-2. It's done.
Yeah, it's 7-2 after turn 1. Like, the game is
I
done.
think even if it was 6-3, even if it was just even 6-3
6-3
after
is
turn
probably unrecoverable.
is very
But
hard.
7-2, you're winning on 3. The game is over.
Yeah.
You're not even going to get enough time to attack them.
But again, even in other affiliations, like Inhumans is already stupid with the turn 1 shit they can do. Now they can also just be more stupid
That's true.
on pay to flips.
No, yeah, Inhumans are going to be absolutely insane on beta flips.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very unhappy with this card. This card, it's not quite hired muscle, but this card is fucked. The fact that you can just guarantee pay to flips, and you're also the only person who gets to play mission objective, fuck off.
It also
And you can even use it on their models. Is so stupid.
yes, yeah. Like you said, the Shield Agents and Widow 3 are a great call out of. They're like, I'm going to drop it over here, and you're like, no, I'll just take that. Thanks.
What's the card that it's the new Spider Foes card. It's when you get attacked and you have an extract.
I don't remember the name of
Tactical
it, but yeah, their own version of mission objective, basically.
Strategic retreat.
Strategic,
Yeah.
yeah.
So choose. I'm just making sure it doesn't interact with you dropping it all. It's just you move.
It's when you're attacked, you move,
Yeah.
and then you pass it. When you're targeted, I think, actually.
Okay. So this would actually get around the new high tech heist because you're not holding it anymore.
Or you
Okay.
just move outside of 2 of them, because they have to be within 2.
Sure. Well, but your move would have to happen before dazing, so it'd have to be like fallback.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Because he's going to take it in the attack step.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prowler, C minus, C plus, somewhere in the C. I'll give him a C even. His tactics card, A plus. That card is fucking nuts.
The card reminds me a lot of One Below All, where they put two things on it, and it's like, yeah, this is probably only going to be used for one of these most of the time. Like, Immortal Hulk's just going to place 2 on turn 1. Thanks
Zach,
for that.
Don't look it up. What does the top part of One for All do?
I think it's if he has the immortality token, he heals 3 or something.
Nope.
Or removes special conditions.
I didn't even know it had two.
Yep,
two
it
modes.
does have a second mode.
It depends on if he has
that's the one where you put the.
not.
Oh no, this isn't the one you put the token out.
No,
right?
that's Gamma Train.
This is just place.
Yeah, well, no.
Yeah, you place 2, or you do the other thing, which I thought was just heal.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, remove 2 special conditions. Yeah. I don't even remember. I've never used that in that way. It's used in turn 1. You just use it on turn 1.
So here's the thing, though. If you held on to it, you can't use it with the immortality token.
You can't use it while you have the token?
Because this first clause activates. If it has an immortality token, it will remove up to 2 special conditions. If it does not,
token.
His is a forced one or the other, depending on if you have the token or not. I'm saying people just immediately play it on turn 1.
Oh, yeah, I don't think anyone's holding on to it.
And I think this will be the same.
I'm pretty sure I've seen people use it after they flip.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Which is definitely not legal.
Well, it's like the thing that who called us out on it? Was it fucking Ghost Ear or Joe Manji? Somebody in the chat.
The recent one.
The Laura did not have the.
Yeah, Laura's animating skeleton is not the same as Wolverine's, and we all just assumed it was because it's called the same thing.
It's called the same thing.
It's like my spider senses is different than your spider senses. No, hers only affects throws, not pushes. We've been playing that wrong for years. Because why would you read it?
I don't actually.
Why would you read?
Yeah.
Why would you read martial artist? Like, why would you assume?
Well, because every martial artist is slightly different now.
Yes, I feel like Prowler on pay to flips. This will just get used immediately, just to immediately swing the game.
Wouldn't it be hot?
I think it depends on the mission. I think there's a lot of strategy in when you use it because.
So what do you think
there's going to be times it's way better, and unless you have transfer of power, you won't be able to play it on the first turn anyway.
Yeah.
So
because you can't afford to interact and play it.
And humans at 17 can do their perfect plan, including Prowler, because it'd be Black Bolt, a 3 that doesn't matter, Quicksilver, Toad, and Prowler. And so Toad grabs the middle one, Quicksilver steals there. You just hold Prowler for last, and then you go overflip one of theirs. And so now you're up 4-1 and probably up 3-1, and so it's. Like we talked about, it's 7-2.
And you can easily bring all pay to flips and all Fs.
Yes.
And so as long as they have one or the other, if they're also bringing Fs or they're also bringing pay to flips, you still do it.
Yeah.
And if you end up not getting pay to flips, you just don't play Prowler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. That tactics card is going to fucking break the meta, and god damn it. And the character is basically irrelevant. So you could have put that on fucking crossbow for all I care. Like,
who do you think? It's like, is it just the effect no matter what, or is it like if this costs 2, if this costs 3, would that change your viewpoint at all, or it's just the effect of the card?
The fact that it guarantees it as opposed to like giving you a reroll is dumb.
Because I just see this as like Robbery, right? Robbery came out and it cost 2, and it was like, well, this is super easy to pull off really quickly, and it's stupid. And then now they changed it to 4. It's still played a lot, but I don't think Robbery is much of an auto include. So that was just my thought. Is like, is it the cost here, or is it just the effect no matter what, basically?
No, stealing extracts is not okay. Auto overflip. The fact that you can ignore dice and your opponent can't is not fair.
Yeah.
It is not a bonus. It is a cheat.
Yeah.
Is literally what it is. And the fact that you get to see the dice before you play the card is dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, and the fact, again, you don't.
That is stupid.
You don't.
If it is like
you just change it. You just get to.
If it was when you would interact with an objective, instead don't roll dice. You score a number equal to your defense stat.
Yeah.
If that's what it said, it'd still be too good. It should cost like 5. Like why? Do you read Inevitable Betrayal?
Yeah.
This is a perfect.
Inevitable Betrayal costs 6.
I believe it's 8.
You think you might be right?
Yeah, it spends 8.
I'm pulling it up right now. Costs 8. And here's what it does. Choose one enemy character within 2. That character that is contesting a secure objective token. The chosen character now counts as one of your characters. That's all it does. It doesn't mean you win it. It just makes one of their people count as one of your people.
Yeah.
Which is the difference of 2. This is a difference of potentially 4. And it costs 1/8 as much.
Yeah.
fuck you, whoever designed this card. You are an idiot.
All right, new plan. Inevitable betrayal costs 2. Let's go.
It would be good. It wouldn't be broken. It's also on a 5-point character. Or is it just Hydra?
Just a Hydra.
Yeah, it's just Hydra.
Yeah.
Character.
Oh, how
The
many
fact
Hydra
also,
characters?
this is a smaller thing. The fact that High Tech Heist is unaffiliated, like they didn't make this a foes card for Prowler to like try and hone it in, because we've just talked about
It
how
actually
many
is
other
really good in
places.
foes.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
we've just
See,
talked
that's
about
the
how many
thing.
other places immediately it's stupid
But they
because
stopped
it's
making.
not restricted to Spider.
They stopped making
Yeah,
characters.
this is better than robbery.
Or
character
criminals.
This is better than robbery.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing.
No, it's not better than robbery because it doesn't have the throw component. It is, I think, in the same category as robbery.
This is pre-nerf robbery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that when it inevitably gets changed in a year after it's been
I don't think it will.
robbery,
It's a web model.
I
It'll
think
never get
he's not a web model.
I think all they'll do. He's not. He's the one that maybe he's with webs.
It's in a webs box.
It's a
not gonna do.
66% webs.
All right, tell you what. I'll shit in my left hand. You hold your breath. We'll see who dies first.
I would like to see you
CJ, make
shit
a
your own hand.
long-term futures bet here that this is getting changed.
Yeah,
No, because
You
by the
make
time
great odds on it. What are the odds? You're like, hey, in the
this is
next
great. I'll make a
18
trophy.
months-
Says the rightest man ever to live. I'll hang on to it until it gets nerfed. Then I'll give it to you.
nah, I'm good.
That seems
I-
fair. That seems
I'm
really good.
scared of making bets.
He's learned his
I got-
lesson, boys.
I got
He made
completely
one
fucked.
bet. He lost it in 11 hours, and then
I would
he's cooked.
I think
He's
it was
out of
6
bets
hours.
already.
I would bet
He's
on
out of bets
this.
already.
I would bet on this, and then immediately Shook would be like, "Hey guys, never.
Hey, so we
never
misprinted
changing.
that card. So.
We're never changing
Yeah.
High Tech Heist."
We've been testing it. We feel it's in a correct
Yeah.
space.
We've actually
With
tested it
Magneto.
for
We put it in the
4
Magneto
years.
design space.
We've been testing it
Yeah.
for 4 years, and we're pretty sure
Yeah.
it's perfect.
We actually thought this was in the core set. We just realized it wasn't, so we put it
It
out.
just says Prowler. It's like Prowler's coming to the
Yeah.
game.
Okay, we have to wrap this up. We are way over on time. Quickly, do we have any more things to talk about?
No, that was all of the news.
No more spoilers.
That was
all
it.
right. As you probably guessed, we are not doing our extract review this week because they decided to give us news about how the game is ending. And so that is now done. So next week we'll be doing our extract review. So we're going to start with our first secure review today. Cosmic Invasion Black Order Sends on Earth. With a surprisingly low 4% play rate, clearly people hate pay-to-flips. That's what I've gotten out of this.
This isn't a pay to flip.
No, it's not.
This is the
I know,
stand.
it's, not. It's basically a pay.
This one's not rotated.
I don't think it is.
No, this
is
one
it
still
not?
exists. No, it's still in. It's still in.
I'm pretty sure it's in. Let's double check though.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it
in.
is.
sure.
It is definitely is. I have not played this.
It is definitely in. It's 16
Hot
points.
minute.
D deployment in the power phase. This is one of the ones that got changed when they updated the pack. If you are contesting one and you roll a crit or a wild, you gain 2 power and are pushed by your opponent. I believe it used to be pushed away instead of pushed by opponent.
Yeah.
And so what people do is they like stand on the far side of the objective towards their opponent with offensive models, and then they would get pushed into attack range, and people didn't like that it was abusable in that way. So it got adjusted in a good way. Good job. I think this is an underplayed mission. It is commonly played by webs because they like to spread out and fight on the edges, but it is a good mission.
The most I've seen it is when someone's using it for some sort of jank, like Malekith backed up by Hydra Grunts or Immortal Hulk backed up by Wong, like to make sure that you can't actually push them backwards, and they're just
But get
hoping
the extra 2 power.
Yeah, just hoping they get the extra 2 power to fuel something better on turn 1. So that's about the most that I've seen it used for.
I've been playing this game for a while. I've never seen that happen.
Never
Not
seen
seen
someone
people
do,
do
like,
it. I've never seen it work.
The only time I've seen it work, it didn't matter. It was then like
Yeah.
Malekith moved and charged and dealt 1 damage, and it was like, okay, well, he would have dealt 0, I guess, otherwise. But
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah, I think this is one of the ones where it's kind of like the effect is neat, but I don't think it's a good effect for just in general to be playing on. Because, like, yeah, you said webs like it, but like it doesn't usually come up very often for where it matters. So it's kind of like a vanilla secure, I would say. 16 is a weird point total for a D, which kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It's low and it's spread out, which
It's weird now saying 16 is the lowest threat because I played for a long
15.
time with 14 threat.
Oh shit! You
I
played
started
with
14 also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Original
We started with
Senders was
14.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played with
Yeah.
14, CJ. Because
God.
Magneto, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver was 14. That could be your whole list and play difficult.
Great
to
list.
Please. That's what my new goal should be. I should try and pull off difficult to please.
Great list.
My favorite 14 is Magneto and Strange. Strange had the time stone, so I couldn't take anybody else.
I was like, what?
I was like, math ain't mathin'.
Unaffiliated. It was fine. I won that game. Dude, Time Stone Strange was
Is that
fuckless.
the shitty time stone?
It was where you just
No,
like
that was
activated
the
twice.
good time
It
stone.
was the original.
The
No,
What?
you got an extra action.
Extra
You got
action.
an extra action
That's right.
for 2 power. So Strange would walk, attack on the first turn.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
Because you got 2 power for having... No, that's 100% the
You just
raw
pay 2,
time
get a 2
stone.
action.
That's insane.
2 power, gain an action.
Yeah.
Only usable once per turn.
I mean, yeah.
No, it's fucking crazy. Strange seems good until you're like, I'll attack, push this guy away, attack, push this guy away, and then activate the third model. And you went, what?
Insane.
And then you would wait for their model to activate, move back, and then you would drag them forward, and then Magneto would kill them.
Blitz.
It was great.
Anyway.
Anyway, anything else about Cosmic Invasion?
No, I agree with TJ. It's pretty vanilla. It comes up sometimes. I don't know that it's very relevant. There's not a ton of teams that like it. I don't know that there's a ton of teams that probably hate it, but it just doesn't.
I'm surprised
have
this.
anything really
I'm also.
exciting about it.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't feel any which way about this one. It comes up sometimes, I guess. I'm surprised this one survived the chopping block. Honestly.
No, I think this is a great mission.
It's pretty
It's
balanced.
unfortunate
There's no
that
problems
webs love
with
it so much, but yeah, it's fine. This is a good mission. There needs to be some Ds. There can't be all Ds, but there needs to be
I
some.
think what it's this and riots. Is there? Oh, and no.
And then there used to be Spider Pearls that one finally got
Yeah.
banned. And then we have Scrunched in D, which is
We have
Deadline.
Which is also
I
16.
think there's some extracts that are Ds.
Yeah, I like D's as a mission shape. So I think if you're looking for
Yes.
something that's kind of a good, I don't want to say a good neutral fighting ground, I think this is fine. I think this is slow enough to where attrition teams wouldn't hate it either.
I like my missions to be just intervening enough to change the way I play without preventing me from playing. And I think
That's
this
a good.
is
Yeah,
in
this
that
is a
area.
perfect example of that. And it's fun for MCP because it lets you, if it does happen to you, the bad side does give you a good side, right? Two powers, not nothing.
Alrighty. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us today. Hopefully you guys had a good time. This has been Brandon.
And CJ.
And not CJ.
Not CJ.
Oh no.
And you've just listened to Cosmic Invasion.
So what are we gonna call this thing?
I got it. Okay. Incredible, new, fantastic, astonishing, mighty, original, uncanny, sensational podcast.
I'm just gonna put down Infamous.